the four of you are standing in a grand temple, clearly dedicated and widely used to celebrate Moloch. The statues of his visage decorate the center of this raised plinth on the side of the temple, and this is where you did some bloodletting of some of Moloch's more beastly followers in our last session. You destroyed a great number of wyverns and also some rather sneaky, what you now know are called green spawn razor fiends, which were somehow able to approach from behind. We did end our last session pretty much immediately after combat. However, you did discover three things, all of them being secret doors. Two of the secret doors were directly adjacent to the entrance, and one was placed high in the wall at the far end of the chamber, quite seamlessly built into the brickwork there. But beyond the combat, yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Beyond the combat, there was little done here in this room. So I will turn it over to you. The room is, if you recall, lit by many hundreds of blood red wax candles, which seem to burn without ever melting any of the wax. So this area is quite well lit, if not a little spookily lit. So yes, what would you all like to do here in this temple?
I think we took 40 minutes to rest. Is that
Yes,
right?
you did.
Sounds right.
Okay. So make sure, because I'm at full health again. I remember resting.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also recall that this temple has been consecrated,
Yeah.
which causes a fair bit of unease to all of you, but most significantly Rhetoric.
Which is why I rested up on the stairs, not outside the room. I mean, I want to look at those candles personally.
I want to see how these guys came from behind us.
Yeah.
First, before.
Yeah, we should have first.
Before more guys.
If I grab a candle, can I bring it with me, or is it stuck?
What you find is that within this chamber, the candles burn brightly for a candle and without heat. But if they leave the chamber, if they leave the consecrated ground, they are snuffed and become mundane candles.
When it extinguishes itself, I'm just going to place it on the staircase that we are going up to figure out where these green slime razor what?
Green spawn. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no idea what they're called.
No, you do, because we all know now. They are green spawn razor fiends.
From where these green spawn razor fiends came from.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like
I knew it was just like right in the back of my head. I just couldn't think of it every time we fought it.
Good for you. I've never heard of these things before, but they certainly seem to like me.
pretty tempted to remove all these candles from this room later. We'll
Can
go
I-
back to that.
Can I blow one out?
No, you cannot.
If I conjure water around it.
It continues to burn.
Okay. Do you want to freeze it in a block of ice next?
No.
Oh. You sure?
I freeze it in a block of ice.
Probably looks really cool, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Because, like, it wouldn't melt it.
Yeah, it produces no heat. It just gives, like, it sort of refracts through the ice.
That's kind of sweet.
That's cool.
They
We
should.
could, like, hang these from the ceiling.
They should have thought about this.
This could be a dance club down here.
Look around. I don't think so.
I mean, I look over at the... How tall are the statues?
I think they're 15 feet.
How horrifying do they look?
Like,
Like an average person sees one of these.
It's like a gargoyle sort of.
if an average person sees one of these, they are leaving.
Oh.
They're leaving the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, but, like...
Who's gonna dance?
I mean, there's a certain crowd that would...
I would
this.
argue
We
killed,
can call it the consecrated ground.
I would argue that we have killed many of that certain crowd that would enjoy a dance club.
I mean, you can dance if you want to. We'll leave you behind.
Ron's more of the dancer.
All right.
Does act like he comes from out of this world.
He always does.
Should we check our?
So we want to check
the flank. I
check
would
our
like
rear.
to go up the stairs and down the hallway that we went around. Because that center hallway,
Yes.
we had gone, we went a little, we looked into it, then we went back, and we came around, went through where like the fancy rooms were, the
Yes.
cells were, and then we came to the side
Yes.
through. So there's a stretch of that hallway I don't think we ever walked down.
Can also like track to see if there's any like.
That's true. I could try and see if I could backtrack where these
Oh, that's a good
creatures
call.
came from, as somebody who does do that
That's
for a
what-
living.
Like,
I
is a master hunter.
I
Yeah,
thought that's what we were gonna do.
like tracking is something. I do that. That's true.
I think a swamp creature shouldn't be that hard to track.
Can I aid him?
Yeah.
Could you
Absolutely.
So
What kind of roll to
those-
backtrack
With these.
before you ate?
Perception, I think.
Sounds good. Continue.
can I get some dice?
Yeah.
Thinking that what you were about to stay back here just to make sure nothing flanks us again. Give us a yell.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, you're saying you're staying in the consecrated room because that's what I was thinking of doing.
oh, I was gonna go with him, and you got like I was thinking either one of you or both of you would stay in the consecrated
Yeah.
room just so we don't get flanked again.
Yeah. Actually, if you go
Grab
with
a
them, I'll
blue
sit here and be
shirt.
invisible.
Say that again.
I think those three will go together
Okay.
to
Oh,
search.
and you're
I will
staying
sit
behind.
here and be invisible.
Excellent.
That would be
will-
very productive, but it's early enough in the session that I'm going to spend my time affixing the candles to the ceiling via icicles.
Nice.
How fun.
It's a better use of time.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep them cold indefinitely, right? If you're in the area.
No, but how warm is it here?
It's probably like a really stable, like low 60s Fahrenheit. You're like in the middle of this mountain. so-
Okay, yeah, I would be causing
Put them on the ground.
a spike trap. Huh?
That
I'll
is-
freeze them on the ground.
That is
okay.
one way to look at it. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but like a spike trap that I might not be, because I can. If I would like stay focused, I could keep a certain area cold, but like I couldn't keep this whole room cold
Okay.
indefinitely
Okay.
without a lot of like just continuously going around. And that's way too much work even for Tor to do for this bit.
So if you'll allow me some, what's the word for it? Some flair, Zach. What I want to aid him is I want to sort of read the psychic resonance of the creatures that have come through, and sort of track their sort of malicious spirit, and that's how I want my aid roll to be.
Yeah, I think that checks out.
Okay.
Go ahead. Using, I assume you want to use
Occultism.
occultism. Yeah.
Yep. So I got a 39.
Sounds like a
so it's a
plus 3.
It's a +3 for you.
That will put us at a cool 34.
Nice.
You are pretty easily able to track the sort of slight scratch marks of the creature's claws on the stone.
Yeah.
They're not obvious by any means, and you get the sense that they were probably trying to approach quietly, making them even more difficult to detect. But with some of Runar's help, you quickly track them all the way back up the stairs, past the first doors that you swing by, which was the council chamber,
Yeah.
to the first sort of split in the road, in the passage, which heads toward the priest chambers.
The torture room?
No, the there was a
Oh
room-
yeah, I remember now.
It was like really austere
Yeah.
little rooms. You know.
Yeah.
It was like the Doom Hand? Is that right? There's a Doom Fist, but there was like a...
Yes, Doom Hand.
The Doom Hand
Priest.
Cleric.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. But you find that that's not the only place they go. They also continue. They split here, so you see one set of tracks going toward the priest quarters, and another going further down the hallway.
I mean, I'll follow the priest quarters ones first.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, it takes you directly into the priest quarters themselves. You find that the door is open, has been left open.
You didn't go into them?
I did.
Okay.
I
did.
I was pretty sure you did.
You slow down once you enter the sleeping quarters here, as it's a bit of a maze of little passages and little rooms.
Yeah.
And you find that the path winds into the corner of this bit larger chamber, in between two doors to two little sleeping areas, to like a bare patch of wall, where they just end.
Interesting. I would like to investigate this wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll a perception for that.
Can I help him with perception, I guess?
Yes, perception would absolutely work here.
Bad roll.
Not a very good roll for me either. I failed the 8 check, so you get no help.
Okay. 24.
You think if you had done this search before you saw which part of the wall to look at,
Yeah.
it would have been almost impossible to find. It is very, very cleverly hidden into the masonry of this wall. A low, wide, secret door that, with some cajoling, swings open to reveal a staircase that heads down into the earth.
Jesus.
Okay. I will not
That might
follow
just
that one right
connect
now.
with-
Backtrack
Yes.
Yeah.
and look over to the path that the other one went on and try to see if that dead ends at a wall, predictably that it will.
It doesn't dead end at a wall like you might expect. You track it through the barracks,
Yep.
into the torture chamber.
Oh wow, all the way back there. Okay.
Yes, up a flight of stairs,
Oh my
and
God.
into one of the cells.
Really? Wow.
And you can see that the cell, it isn't much different from the others, except that there is the bones that litter this specific cell do appear to be broken and marred by what look like teeth marks that you wouldn't have noticed unless you were really looking for.
Okay.
But the tracks end right here in the cell.
I would like to investigate the walls of this cell.
Of course. And at this point, you pretty much know exactly what you're looking for. Almost identical to the other hidden door. The entire back of the cell, when you find the right part of the masonry to push on, swings aside, revealing yet again a staircase that leads down into the earth.
Alright. It's just out of curiosity, is it so there's the circle of cells.
Yes. It's like
Give me a time on a clock.
It is so it's like a rectangle
Yep.
of cells.
Yep.
It's the very cornermost cell, the top right, if you're looking
Okay.
at it. from
So
left to
nearest to like the entrance of the room if they wrap around. So if I'm saying you come into the room from the top of this
right. Oh, if you come
square-
in from the top, it would be the bottom left.
Okay, perfect. Great. I will go back to my friends.
Find
Unless
many.
they are with
So
me.
the passages that he found, were they headed
Down.
Sort of in a like down, but were the stairs going northward?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You think it quite likely that they terminate in those two secret doors.
Would make sense. You know what? Who's physically with me? Is it you and Redrick? So if I think it quite likely that it leads there, I will just start following the one in the torture room down to see if we end up
Sure.
in the amphitheater.
You do indeed. You come out the far secret door there.
Guys, should we surprise? He's invisible, probably. Fuck, never mind.
He might be surprised while invisible. We'll
You
just never
you
know.
see you don't see anyone, but you do. So it takes you a little bit because of all that's going on in the room. You walk in and you see like. How long do you think this actually took you to sort of investigate?
15 minutes, maybe.
Decent
minutes.
chunk of time. Decent chunk of time alone in a room with a creepy altar to a awful deity.
I would say probably when you walk in, all of the candles that you see are now encased in little stalagmite icicles.
Has he made this whole room difficult terrain?
Well, most of the candles are on the edge of the room, so
Okay.
it's probably okay.
I mean, it's even better for me. I get everything in difficult terrains off guard to me.
And I gotta imagine the room takes on a way more a way more calm and like maybe fey feeling,
Yeah, maybe.
or at least appearance, accepting the 15-foot Moloch statue.
Yeah.
Guess you could encase those in ice too.
You could also just,
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I'm busy because as you look around, you quickly notice like on the other side of the room. I sort of started over here and worked in a clockwise manner. On the other side of the room, you look over and you see like slowly like icicles sprouting up on the other side, so you can probably get an idea of where I'm at.
I'd look at them. I mean, he took the idea of freezing that and ran with it. And it's a great choice. It looks fantastic.
I like to imagine that this is the Thrawn in the back of my head. Like, hey, we should like redecorate this room while we're here.
It does have a certain fake quality to it, doesn't it?
Is it Yormuk? Is that Yormuk?
You
Rebranding?
you found the secret tunnel
Yeah. Connected to the torture room.
through the mountain.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, through Brindle, but yeah. It just swings back past Brindle, comes back here.
Really?
No.
I was gonna say. I mean, he can. I point. You don't see it. He can walk pretty quickly. So maybe you didn't.
Wrong.
Correct. He's torn.
Did you find the other one?
He's tore.
It's a stretch. You said not wrong. No,
There's
not
one.
wrong.
There's one that
It's a stretch, but it's worth it.
leads
It's
back
my
to a
kind
cell.
of caliber of poor
in the
quality
priest's
joke.
quarters.
I see. So we found both of them. Did you find anything in the tunnels?
Tunnel that we didn't go through both of them, and the answer is no.
I mean, we could do an investigation check in the tunnel too, but to put a secret in a secret place, like,
That's pretty meta.
that's pretty like, duke it over yourself.
I mean, yeah, I can't imagine like thinking that we're about to like finally find the thing, the end thing, and then realizing that it was actually just like a few drakes that we're having to fight in the secret ritual chamber in the mountain guarded by dragons. There might be secret tunnels, and probably not. We have this other one.
The main entrance was like the front door was pretty easy to find. It was everything else that was hard to find, right?
You mean the thing that almost killed Rex?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was
Not
easy to
secret.
find.
Painful. Deadly.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
It didn't almost kill me. It just made my life like at least 50% less livable.
I mean, at this point for us, that's almost killed. Your life seems pretty unlivable as is.
I do have one particular constant influence that does seem to negatively impact it. That's true.
Not a very nice thing to say about Roderick. You hear that in your head.
Same.
So we make sure this other tunnel leads back to where we think it does.
I mean,
Might as well.
sure.
Should be quick. If it's not, we'll be glad we looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, it does lead you right back to the priest's chambers.
The ham fist, right?
Amethyst?
Ham fist.
The doom
Yeah.
fist, yeah.
The ham fist.
The hand fist.
Oh, ham fist.
In spirit of Jordan, we'll rebrand them to the ham
This
fist.
is the ham fist.
Oh gosh.
I would like to take one of the candles while it's still in the room.
Okay.
Hopefully one that
One on the
isn't
salter.
in ice yet. In icing.
Let's go!
Delicious.
man.
It's birthday time.
If we just get some water and
I'm a
Also,
confectionery
Those are
kineticist.
really good.
yeah,
Those
there's
The
some
flavors
water.
of them are
Throw some
distinctly
sugar in there.
actually
Yeah.
Freeze it.
different.
I agree. They're delightful surprise.
They're good.
Um,
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I want to try and identify like what was going on with the candle during the fight with the air moving around and the wind blowing different directions. Like what are the magical properties of these besides the fact they make non-warm light?
Go ahead and roll a religion check. So something you notice pretty much immediately upon inspection is that the flames of the candles are not affected by the movement of air
Okay.
at all.
Guys, I know religion really well. It's hard to tell.
Which leaves you only to suspect that they must be affected by magics related to the consecration of this space. So, magics related directly to Moloch. So, like, the distortion of those magical energies must have caused the ripple that you saw in the flames.
Do I get any implication that these candles are more than just a visual representation of something that's happening, or do they actually grant some measure of like energy or power to the ritual?
No, you're almost positive these are just simple enchanted candles that perhaps, given the length of time that they have sat consecrated in the energies of this deity, have sort of become a minor conduit to the changes in that energy. You do not think it is anything more than sort of a sympathy with that energy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it was us killing things in this room, guys, but yeah, there was something going on during that fight. Are the candles more still now?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know that. Like, maybe it was the souls of the things we killed returning to Moloch to be in his service after the afterlife. I don't know, but
I would, as he's looking through this, I would start, I did not do this before, searching the alcoves.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
While they're doing this, let's make note that I am by one of the statues right now.
Natural one.
There are certainly some evidence of nesting by the wyverns, but little more than that.
I need one of you to convert to Sarenrae so we can do a consecrate religion real quick.
I'm just staring at this. Hey,
Not you.
hey, Redrick.
Yeah.
Like, so this is. I want to be a super low intelligent character and say this is a constipated room, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna say that out of character because it makes me really wish it's a joke that Rex would make. So if we're in this consecrated chamber,
I thought you were gonna say it anyway.
so absolutely legendary. Anyways, if I like, what do you think happens to somebody who would like deface a statue to said being that the area is consecrated to?
Like literally deface.
Well, Stefan wants to say possibly nothing, but if you were going to have a chance of something happening, here's the worst place you could pick. But I'll roll a religion check to see what if I can get an answer.
I'd like to roll as well since he mentioned it and I was there.
Yeah.
I'd be interested too.
29.
25.
You're fairly sure. I mean, consecrate can be a powerful ritual if enough time and energy is placed in its creation. But both of you would know this.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that there is nothing about the spell that could actively cause harm to you being within its sphere. So there's little risk here, apart from perhaps disturbing the adherence to that consecration, right? If the spellcasters that were involved in that consecrate are nearby, it's possible that they might have some sympathy to this place in the same way that like those candles did. But you kind of killed everything that was really resting in here as well, so take that with a grain of salt. Redrick, you also know that should this consecrate spell have been put in place by a truly powerful priest, it is possible that there are other side effects to this place that would make it more difficult for you to leave.
Would make it difficult to leave?
Right. So it would. You have heard of really, really powerful consecrate spells, binding those within the space, making them unable to leave except by making it impossible for them to leave by magical means.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, like a dimensional anchor sort of deal.
Yes, it's sort of in that same vein.
Okay.
Now, whether this is that powerful a spell, you're not sure.
Sure.
Plus, the consecrate on this space is obviously placed with exits. Like there are ways to leave the space physically, so that's not so much of a challenge.
So can I do it?
I wouldn't.
I mean,
Why? Well, I know you would.
Nothing should
You're not
happen.
the one standing here.
But I do feel Moloch's attention here. If you do
that's
this,
fair.
you're
Moloch
gonna
can suck a fat one.
Well, at that point, now you might as well go do it. But yeah,
We just killed.
I
like,
know.
so many.
I'm
of his
kidding.
followers.
He's already pissed at us. You're just like,
Or he's
2%.
really happy with us. We killed a lot of people that are now with him.
That's true. What's your name?
More
Huge favor.
alerting the nearby.
I would like to just make my stance toward him very clear.
Maybe I should do it too. Actually.
You haven't heard what I'm going to do yet.
Oh.
Okay.
It's more the.
But you can do it if you want to help me. What?
It's more the alerting of his priest nearby that could.
Oh
Be
yeah,
my
there's
concern.
no way that he knows we're here yet.
You hear echo down from one of the alcoves. No, I'm very sneaky. He doesn't know we're here.
See, he's Tor. We've known he's been here the whole time and he hasn't minded. I would like to do something rather crass. Which is, I would like to look for any degree of these wyverns' potential reproductive organs to put on Moloch's face.
Oh my god.
Suck with that one.
It's pretty good.
I told him to do it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you roll nature
Sure will. Sure will.
for locating
Natural 20.
Locate natural
Okay.
20 for
Let me give
make
you
a,
that.
make a locate genitalia
What
check.
What a spend on a 20.
Why you are so familiar with the word?
Well,
I don't know.
so many of them flew at us. You know, you have that under view for what, like 12 wyverns.
I'm getting
Eventually
vibes
you
of
get
the fish, the fish butcher in Moraine.
Yep.
Why?
Wait, were you the one that threw all those genitalia over the walls at my roost? Was it you?
Were they wyvern genitalia?
I didn't look close enough to check. Wait, so you did that?
I only threw the wyvern genitalia. The other stuff, no. clue.
Some other guy must have been. That's had it out for you. So I do it.
My cousin Lex.
Yeah, you are successful. Startlingly so.
I will ask for minor amount of aid from Redrick on tips from the crafting master of how to best affix these to Moloch's face.
Oh, jeez. I regret helping.
He already hates you. You don't have to touch him. Just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So, while they're doing this, I just want to. I would like talk a little bit with Tor
I'll come
about
up with
just
something. Crafting check.
like the general layout of the place and where he thinks that
27 in crafting.
It's the tunnel we haven't been down. That one goes away from everything else. I point to the like this side. That's the northernmost point of this temple. So that tunnel goes further north.
deeper into the mountain.
Not even sure. Do I have? Are we like substantially into the mountain so far? In how far we've come into this temple?
Yeah, like a few 100 feet in.
How wide is like this part of the mountain that we're on?
Oh, I mean,
Like thousands of.
yes.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. So there's still plenty of. So yeah, further in. Have we opened the store yet? I don't think we have.
You have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You did.
We see stairs going down?
No, you
Up?
saw a gently curving path.
That's right.
Unworked.
Yes, unworked stone.
Oh.
Lazy stone.
Yes. The lazy kind.
Does he look thoroughly? Does this look thoroughly offensive to anybody who would follow Moloch? What we
Oh,
have
yes.
done? Good.
Certainly.
Excellent. Then the
Are
only
we,
other
are we
thing
sure he's not into this sort of thing?
I don't know if he is. Oh well.
Of course. Like 36. Is Moloch into this kind of thing?
No, this is not. Moloch is not Sorshin.
Okay.
This is not doing anything.
Sortion?
Okay.
I'm not sure Sorshin's into that.
If any of the Rune Lords
I mean,
it's Sorshin.
you're not wrong, but damn.
That's a Rune Lord of Lust for
Yeah.
those that are.
Uninitiated. I will like offer to help Rex, then seeing what his plan is, be like, just I'll give advice on how to do it, but like not really want to look or help.
I told you.
Fair enough. Well, you were like 27. That's enough to give some good advice.
Yeah. I would like to for lack of a better way to phrase it, pray to Moloch, and basically tell him, like so that only whisper it, so only he'd be able to if he could hear these words, he'd be able to hear them.
Okay.
And basically say, I'm sure it's all lines of, I'm sure it's beyond my power to do so, but I'm sure Saren Ray would save you if you'd allow it, but you won't.
Make a religion check.
Make a persuasion.
I am rolling pretty fucking good on religion tonight.
Mm-hmm.
36.
You feel like you are able to align, perhaps using the energy of the consecrate spell itself. You feel you are able to align with sort of Moloch's tether to this place. You feel like almost like you're able to make a connection, you make a plea, almost like you would to Saren on a normal day.
Yeah.
This is startling and
Slightly panic-inducing.
panic-inducing.
Yeah.
What you find is that when you reach out to Saren Ray, something of great comfort to you is the intimacy of that connection. As a champion of any religion, as a cleric of any religion, you are sort of inherently closer to that deity than any other mortal being. It is a boon granted to sort of, and the very nature of your following. So it is deeply disturbing to find that intimacy is repeated with Moloch suddenly as you speak these words. He feels very close to you when you say this, in a way that is profoundly disturbing.
Redrick, for the most part, is maintaining his cool, but there's just a bead of sweat. Just, it's fine.
Make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep. Not great. 31?
31. There is an immense wave
That was only a 10.
of revulsion that powers through you. It does not feel as if it is something that's being pushed upon you by Moloch, but rather a reaction given your nearness to Saren Ray.
The whiplash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You are just able to sort of keep your lunch down as this this feeling makes you break out into a cold sweat, but you were able to sort of breathe through it. You do feel as if your message was received.
Good.
Well, shall we head?
Well, guys, we can go home. He's gonna seek redemption. We're good.
But then, like, what happens?
Did you enfeeble him?
He didn't attack. He didn't attack my friends.
Did you? Didn't you? What have you called this?
This
All
whole
of our
fight,
fighting.
He has to directly hit you. Like, if he even slaps across the face and I'm in 30 feet, you better watch out.
You gotta like get your morality worked out so that you can like target things that indirectly attack people. You know, like society.
Hear that, Brindle? You're enfeebled.
This law is putting people at a disadvantage.
Enfeebled. Somewhere the constable is like, oh.
He's like, I'm just enforcement. I didn't write this law.
I'm just following order. Oh no.
But Redrick's poor understanding of legal systems just it hits the constable. He probably not that big, so.
All right. Going down this tunnel.
Can we see if there's some, like, before we go down this one, which seems like the obvious choice, can we check for one other potentially obvious angle of there being, like, a staircase under the altar?
Sure. Yeah.
Why not?
I check for anything of note at the altar.
Perception check.
Oh, sits with crafting? That's okay. God, she's
What'd you give me?
one rolled natural one.
That's not
You
good.
still passed, so you failed. You just normal fail.
Oh.
That's what I did on the
Can
other
Well-
one.
Can I help with thievery?
With thievery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, way more sense.
I can't wait.
You picture pocket as you.
I'm trying to break into something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, no,
well, you see, Rex, the stone here is made of rocks.
28.
And stone.
It's a crit. Are you expert or master?
Master.
Oh,
There you go.
that's a +3.
Okay,
Nice.
41.
I've hated.
There, it's very clear to you that this is a simple
Has been a
stone
thievery thing.
slab.
Can't take this much.
There is nothing hidden here.
Oh,
It
okay.
is clearly meant just
I get on
really
to scout.
sacrifice.
I get to scout.
You
well,
have
for
beautiful,
dedication to
stealing from
Moloch.
the
You do not see any recent evidence of bloodletting here, although it would certainly not surprise you if it has been done before.
Given the
But the area is remarkably clean,
Hmm.
very well kept, very tight.
Now, that was the case of this in general,
This
aside
whole
from
room.
until the pews got exploded by creatures, and they're not very reverent.
Honestly,
Yeah,
the whole dungeon so far,
Yeah.
the whole fane so far has been quite tidy.
one of the lesser known tenets of Moloch is tidiness. Yeah.
Let's do something.
Honestly,
going
I
forward.
feel like from a soldier perspective,
Yeah,
you know, that
makes
kind of
sense.
does
Could,
make
I was
sense.
just about to say, I was like, well, I mean, I can't say that that's crazy. Anyway,
You know, the Moloch guy, not so bad. Kills a lot of people, but like,
his
Keeps
bed's
a tight
made
ship.
every
Rather
morning.
than shit.
His bed is made every morning. Not once is there a pillow out of place. We go through the hole.
It is, for the record, it is unlike the many of the recent rooms you've been in, completely dark.
And also, it's like rough stone. It's not actual.
Yes, it is like a cavern.
Yeah. What has been? Well, we need light, right?
I don't, but
I know.
sure you can
either
do
way.
it.
But I think. Do we need light sources? I can't remember.
I can get dark vision. I need it.
Well, do we want to use a light source, or do we want to use dark vision? 'Cause
I'll
those
use
are our
dark vision.
options. Okay. And to be clear,
Or you the goggles.
we're all rested enough to potentially fight the good fight. For you two.
Yeah, I literally felt like I just woke up this morning.
Okay.
Mechanically.
The only thing I
Thematically,
feel
I'm
like
probably
I
a little
can't-
sleepy.
The only thing I feel like I can't do is fly
You can do that.
Sucks to suck.
tomorrow morning. I did it earlier today.
Yeah, you got like wings, right?
Mm.
Because
How that happened?
I'll show you tomorrow.
I was trying to remember like the flavor of it, but
They were like bat wings.
Licorice.
it's everyone can fly but me. That's right.
Only once a day.
Yep.
We're just more aerodynamic.
Especially Rex.
Yeah.
We're just
I
bored.
tap the quiver.
Well, we can always see what's down there.
This cavern goes down to the earth.
This part of the chamber is just flat.
I mean the cave, the tunnel we're going to end.
The tunnel is flat.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Since I remember going up, which I know makes no sense, but
These stairs went up.
oh yeah.
I'm ready to fight if we need to. If we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll continue on. I'll probably go like, let's say, 20 feet in front of the group.
Are you guys all good in terms of visibility? Do any of you need light? Or
He's dark.
I'm
vision.
using the goggles for dark vision.
okay, cool. The passage, it curves slightly to the right, and then opens up into quite a large natural cavern after 40 feet or so. The cavern is, unlike the rest of the fane, is natural, clearly, and comparatively it has low ceilings, about 20 feet high, and is quite wide. However, the effect of being in the chamber is quite claustrophobic because despite the 20-foot ceilings, there are 5 to 10 foot stalactites all over the ceiling and 3 to 5 foot stalagmites all around you as you pick through the cavern. So it is rather an oppressive environment that feels like it's sort of almost like the bars of a cage coming in around you as you pick around. what you find is a very moist chamber covered in lichen and fungus. So you see mushrooms growing, beds of like fuzzy fungus covering some of the stalactites and stalagmites, and the sound of like dripping water all around you.
Damn, Tor, you were thorough.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do stone too.
Is there
I'm a man of many talents.
is there any obvious exit from this room?
Not at first. The thing that you notice most about this area is that at one end, the area opens up to a rather wide 60-foot chamber that you kind of come into the middle of. On one end is just an abyss, a pit that goes into the darkness. Even like for those of you with dark vision, you just see it go into nothingness.
Straight ahead.
It's sort of as you explore this level,
Yeah.
you just see it to your right.
Okay.
It's like maybe a 20 or 30 foot wide pit, and it just plunges into the darkness.
Is it like a perfect circle? Is it like roughly?
No, it's
carved?
very rough. It looks natural to you. But upon further examination, you see that hidden by this forest of stalagmites is a further level that goes down it drops off about 5 feet and goes further into the darkness that you can sort of descend down by hopping off of this level and descending into the next.
Great.
So we have like two things to investigate other than the sort of forest of stalagmites itself. The path that goes forward and down, and the pit.
Yes.
You said the pit's like 20 feet wide.
Yes.
Well, the path that goes forward and down is not by the pit.
No, it's sort of separate from the pit.
Got it.
How
The pit's quite close to the entrance where you came in.
Okay.
How big
For some
did you
reason
say
I
the
interpreted
chamber
this
is?
together.
It's about 60 feet wide.
60 feet wide.
It's not clear how long it is.
Yeah.
Because your vision is quickly obscured by.
Because we're above and it drops down.
Yes, and the ceiling drops down too.
Oh.
So it's very deceiving until you're
Yeah.
quite close to the lip. You don't even know that it extends down.
Should probably check the pit first
Are any of these?
rather than.
Or is any of this fungus toxic? Or are we breathing anything we shouldn't be?
I would
I would
check
definitely check that as well.
I will aid him in a check using nature.
That would be
That's
helpful.
a crit, but I'm just trained.
So you still got a fat +2.
Yeah.
22.
You don't spot anything that is obviously dangerous.
Poisonous.
Poisonous. Nothing looks like it would cause an immediate threat either to breathe in the spores or to consume it. Tor, you actually notice that amongst much of the sort of fuzzy blanket of fungus on the stalagmites and the floor are outcroppings of edible and healthy mushrooms that could certainly be harvested and eaten if you were, really starving. With some more examination, you suspect there's probably quite a lot of edible mushrooms, provided you're familiar with what
Isn't edible.
what isn't edible. But you don't think anything here would cause serious harm to you if you ate it.
Do we feel do we still feel the presence of Moloch as we proceed through the tunnel?
Not in any way like you did in the prior chamber. This feels like it feels like a cave you'd find anywhere. It feels very natural to you.
How much traffic does it seem like has been going through here in the last 6 months?
Make a perception check.
$16.
You you think that perhaps if the fungus was not so thickly grown, and you can see that the conditions here are perfect for healthy and fast fungal growth. You might be able to tell, but with this all of this growth, it would almost immediately obscure any traffic. So you have no real idea.
Interesting.
Guess we go deeper then.
Should we check the
pit.
I'm just worried that
Yeah.
there's something in it when we walk on. and
Yeah.
it's up and
Let's
it's-
throw a light down.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, what do we have? What's this do? I can cast spells with a staff, right?
You should be able to,
Mhm.
provided they're on your spell list.
I thought I could. I thought I could with a staff, even without having the spell list.
It's outside of my field of expertise.
Alright, let me find an example here.
Dancing lights would be pretty nice about now, huh?
Yeah. Or if one of those freaking candles would stay lit outside of that room.
That's what I was thinking.
I believe it does need to be either on your class spell list or available to you by some other class feature.
Huh, why do we have this? Alright.
Do you want me to go
Let me double check just to make sure.
No, I think you're right. I haven't seen the rule, but it says, so the description for staffs are, this magic item holds spells of a particular theme and allows a spellcaster to cast additional spells by preparing the staff.
That's ambiguous.
It was very ambiguous.
You can prepare a staff only if you have at least one of the staff spells on your spell list. That's for preparing, so that's to charge the staff. Perhaps to use it, you don't need to.
Well, but if I couldn't have charged it.
You don't have any of the spells on the
I
staff?
don't have any spells.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Because even though you're a primal caster,
Does this trick,
technically you
this
don't
trick
have any.
magic item work for that?
Oh, that's right. I do have trick magic item.
I think it does.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. It's been a while since I used it.
Am I dropping a torch down this hole?
I'm gonna use. Excuse me. Might take me a couple of times, but I'm going to use floating flame. And trick out of the staff.
Okay.
I imagine you like Tor talking to the staff.
Yeah. You just see me like.
Is it a one? Is it a one?
That was a 1. Let me make sure nothing bad happens on a 1.
To see if that was a hero pointed roll.
Trick magic.
Yeah, I would hero point it.
No.
I'm free of the burden.
We can't try to trick. He can't try to trick it again if he crit fails.
Yeah. Until the next
Go
day.
next day. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So you see me just sort of like cast and then swear a little bit at it, and then the fire like swirls out of the staff, and it sort of like swirls into this ball of flame that just hovers, and I can direct it down into the hole.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Think of how good you'd be with formal training, Tor.
For what?
I pointed him why.
You just swear at sticks and suddenly fire comes out. What formal training do you need?
You gotta learn more swear words.
He's already a natural talent for it. Why does he need to?
No, I already know too many. I can't use half of them.
Why
There's
not?
not enough enemies.
If I could just yell my holy symbol and make things happen.
How long do you want, or how long or how far would you like to push the flame down?
Boy, can I watch it for a really long distance.
But it only lasts a minute, I think.
Yeah.
It can move it like 20
Yeah, so I can only move it like 10 feet.
Yeah, why I
per
can watch it longer
round.
than it can last.
You can triple sustain the spell and move it 30 feet around.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
My druid did that. I use that spell a lot.
So you can get
Yes.
300.
Free damage every turn? Okay.
So you can get like 300 feet down. Is that right?
This says range of 30 feet.
Yeah, but isn't that just to cast it, or is it?
That's what I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crap spell.
Actually, pretty bad.
That's
If
what
it could
I was
only
like.
go 30
is it really
feet
only
to it.
30 feet out?
Most spells like that will tell you if there's like a
Maximum range.
yeah.
It would be troubling if like you could move it easily 100 feet around or something.
Yeah.
But if it's just 10 feet, I don't think that wouldn't make sense if they capped
That's
it.
how much you can move it around. If you triple, because if you sustain, you can push that far one round. But that's what you mean.
That's only 30 feet though.
Yep.
But so the range was 30 feet, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So as long as I can move it further than the range that it lists for the initial cast, I would move it. Yeah, 300 feet.
Even at 300 feet, it seems as though the pit, the diameter of the pit shrinks only a minuscule amount, and it seems to descend almost directly down.
Don't think we'll be going that way.
I pointed Tor. You've been like fiddling with crap lately. You got anything that like when you throw it, eventually when it hits something, it makes a fire?
Flint and steel. Or just the flint,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm gonna take out my flint and steel and be like, here, throw this and make a fire.
Oh,
I'm
I
kidding,
guess.
use your own.
Dang it. I almost got it.
I mean, I have where do we want to? What are the chances that we wake something up down there that we don't want to wake?
Hi.
What are the chances that dropping something down there benefits us at all?
I hold something out where the hole. Is it high?
What are,
I
the
don't
chances,
think so.
what are the chances the giant sun that erupted over his head just now alerted it to us?
Yeah, I don't have any. Just like, I don't have like an assassin, like a alchemist fire. I do have.
How long do you think it would take for you to fill it with water?
I think I'm set.
Too long. No, I do have, and I hold out the frozen lava bead that I have left.
Oh,
Oh, geez,
that's
no.
amazing. That's
That would work.
amazing. That is amazing.
but maybe we just move on.
I think I'm sufficiently satisfied. It's a bottomless pit.
What, you
No,
wanna-
I'm very confident that there's a bottom.
It's a figure of speech.
You wanna just like put like a sheet of ice over the top of it?
Oh, I could do that. Yeah. Yeah.
I won't take that one.
So I'll actually fly down in a little bit.
Into the pit.
Why is he trapping himself in the pit? Why
Put
is
it
he-
right
Yeah.
over why you-
Just
Like-
be like, bye, suckers, and fly away.
Why didn't we just have him fly down? Let us know if you need help.
Because I don't want to fly 300 feet down this thing.
I know. I'm saying that we couldn't come to follow you.
Thought about it. I will, yeah, so I'll fly down a little bit, and I'll make a pretty thick sheet of ice. So it'll take me, it'll take me a little bit to construct, maybe a minute and a half.
Oh no!
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I think within like, definitely no more than 5 minutes, I could make, probably a 20-foot thick sheet of ice.
Okay, so there's tens of thousands of pounds of ice now over this pit.
Yeah, and I would sort of
Good
take
luck
it
getting through that.
and mount it so that it's not just gonna,
Mushroom
like
it.
slide down. That would be the other fun
Yeah.
thing. This whole thing just like melts off a little bit, slides down.
I
Well,
mean-
if you just make it a foot less than the circumference of the pit and then just let it drop, nothing's coming up.
Let's play this game. You put like a ram in the ice and you start like using a hammer to break pieces and see how long you can get it before the ram falls.
It's a fun children's game.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, regardless, you effectively plug this hole. You feel like it would be unlikely without some sort of magical assistance to break through this in any reasonable amount of time.
Any
One
dwarven,
disintegrate.
any dwarven child with a hammer could make short work of it.
Weird flex, but
Something like a
okay.
real dwarf.
Oh, good thing there's none of them around.
It's not even.
Yep.
Except it's not rock, so they're not very good at working with it.
I mean, ice is just soft rock.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
I bet you can't even swim.
Actually, the best swimmer here.
Spoiler alert, we saw him swim earlier in this game.
You did.
True.
Unlike the water kineticist.
The worst swimmer.
I bet he can't swim either.
He probably doesn't need to swim. The water probably just is like.
Thematically, I don't, but mechanically, I do.
Alright, we, I guess, go to the hop down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drop down and find yourself on another
Yeah.
Of rock.
similarly deep
This is it.
level. Unlike the last level, like I said, it was about 60 feet wide, maybe 20 feet deep. But you couldn't tell that there was another level until you're basically right up against the ledge. You feel this one is similarly deep. It's about 20 feet deep. But its width is misleading because as you approach the edge, you find only rock wall. It's not until you explore further east down the chamber, navigating the forest of stalagmites, that you see there's yet another drop down. This one, however, is a bit more obvious because dimly through the copse of rock, you see light glinting from an opening in the cave wall. It catches your eye, obviously, because of the darkness of the rest of the cave, but also because the natural stone gives way back to the polished, perfect stone of the fane you were in.
Weird.
Did we find any other Yes. Anything else of interest in and amongst the stalagmites?
Apart from the fungi, no.
Is there any creature concealed or otherwise hiding amongst this drop down level of the
The only
forest?
the only movement you detect is that of small arachnids climbing amongst the stalactites.
I see when you say small, you mean like normal person small, not
Yes, not
D&D small.
not D&D small,
Okay.
not a cat size arachnid.
Yeah.
Not mechanically small.
Tiny.
All right.
Actually, cats are tiny. Small would be
A half.
halfling.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, none of that.
Let's say, I feel like Rex would be alarmed by a halfling-sized spider, or at least enough to be wary of it a little bit. Well, we can keep going
hop
forward.
down again.
Yeah.
and expose our backs to whatever's in that hole,
There's nothing.
the ice-capped hole.
It's plugged.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah,
It's impossible for anything to get through.
except for Dwarven children.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not convinced.
So are you
Prove
worried
it.
about dwarven children to
No,
sneak up behind us?
So it
They're
can't
not
happen.
very sneaky.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right there. I mean, they can break through ice, but they're not
I
sneaky,
don't
right?
think.
I don't think they can.
Nah.
It's not rock. It's not a solid slab of granite we're talking about. It's ice.
Yeah.
Basically water.
So there's like a door here that there's
Drop down.
another drop down.
It drops down again, and then beyond that, you can see it opens. It's just a hole
Okay.
in the rock that opens into a lit chamber beyond. From where you're standing, you think it's maybe 30 feet from you. It's very hard to tell exact distances because there's no real line of sight.
We haven't done like a full U-turn loop around, right?
No,
we're going north and then
You sense
shifted
you're
east.
mostly just sort of your sense of direction tells you you're mostly just going northeast and down into the earth
Yeah,
further. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
This is where
Yeah.
I define
We
sense.
continue on going through the hole. I continue to scout 20 or so feet ahead.
As you drop to the lowest part of the natural chamber, and you get within perhaps 10 feet of the shift back into polished stone, you obviously see that the room beyond is lit, but you also hear chanting in the next room.
Oh boy.
Usually
It's
good sign.
quiet, partly because the thick masses of fungi all around you are really good at absorbing noise.
Yeah.
But also because it doesn't sound like they're being very loud in the next chamber.
With that, I would tell them to
Back off of it.
hold off for a second, and I'll be invisible, go in, sneaking, try to scout in. Is there any light coming from in it?
Yes, it's a lit chamber.
Sure. Oh yeah, you said.
Yes, it's actually quite bright. It's not like the candlelight of the temple. It's like a singular, or there's like a relatively small source that is illuminating the entire chamber quite brightly.
Yeah.
A bonfire.
Brazier.
The light in this chamber it's not cold like in much of the rest of the fane. It's like a deep amber orange color.
And it gives off heat.
You're not able to tell at this distance.
Okay.
Do you proceed to look into the chamber, or how
I
close
do.
are you?
Yes.
What you find is that there is a wide tunnel, 15 feet wide, perhaps 30 feet long, that connects directly to the natural stone chamber that you just left. It goes directly north up into a big circular room that you can see almost all of from your perspective.
Sure.
what you see is clearly some sort of ritual chamber. There is a raised circular platform in the middle of the room ahead, surrounded by robed creatures that are chanting. And at the center are two, what you recognize as priests of Moloch, hobgoblin priests of Moloch, standing back to back, their arms raised above their heads in prayer. They are all awash with light. Their raised hands glow brightly, providing light to the entire chamber. And you see flitting in and out of the light coming from their hands are sort of ethereal creatures floating and almost swimming through the chants and energy emanating from the ritual casting of whatever spell is happening beyond.
Do the ethereal creatures, do they look like more like evil summonings of like creatures that they'd be calling forth, or like the souls of just everything that has died in the conflict so far?
They look like shadowy, ghost-like, incorporeal creatures that lack detail. They lack easily discernible features. They you see they almost look like they are drawn to the light, but also fear it. They swing in close only to pull away and flee to the edges of the room, staying there for a moment only to swing back in, almost drawn.
Oh, so they're like out and about in the room.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
They don't look do they look familiar like the lions from the Liches?
No, the lions were so easily discernible even at a distance as being like mammalian in form,
Yeah.
even if they were sort of incorporeal and ghostly. These creatures are just dark shadows of shapes that flit in and out of the light.
Gotcha. How many corporeal creatures are there in this room?
You see 2 hobgoblin priests at the center of the dais, 5 surrounding them, 5 robed figures surrounding the 2, and it's hard to tell, but maybe 3 or 4 of these ghostly things flitting about.
Oh, okay. Just so there's not lots of these ghostly things. There's just
No.
okay. Do I see any?
Really cool guys that look like guys are cool.
So there's 2 priests, right?
Yes.
Do I see any glyphs or anything that looks sort of like an activated magic, like focal point?
Yes. The raised dais is very clearly some sort of spell focus.
Yeah.
There are glyphs all around it that extend up into the dome of that circular room.
Yeah.
And there are also statues that stand and flank the central dais. So just outside the ring of 5 of the hooded creatures, there are 2 statues, vaguely humanoid. You can't tell exactly what they are from this distance. They don't look. They're not like heavily detailed like the ones like the ones of Moloch in the prior chamber. They're almost like smooth marble depictions of a humanoid, with 2 hands raised toward the ceiling. Their hands glowing as part of this ritual.
The statue's hands are glowing as well?
Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So like glowing almost in like a mirror of the priests.
Very much so.
Do I see any glowing at the top of this chamber? Like,
Yeah, so coming in closer so that you can kind of see up into
yeah.
the circular chamber, you can see that there is no ceiling of this chamber. There is a 15-foot diameter hole that goes directly up and out of sight. This light, this energy seems to flow up and into this sort of chimney of sorts, this vertical tunnel, and goes out of sight.
I would. How wide is this chamber? Did you say?
It's a 35-foot diameter
Oh, okay.
circular chamber.
I would do a quick once around. Is there? I guess is like looking around the chamber. Does it look like there's anything that I might not be able to see from this? Like first glance in, I guess 35 is much smaller. I was thinking this like really big room.
No.
So yeah, 35 feet. If that's like,
Especially
little
because
bit
the
bigger than
chamber
this
is
room.
so well lit
yeah,
that it does not seem like there's any place to hide here.
gotcha.
Um,
Does the light that's rising up look like if I were to go into that light, do I get the feeling that I would like
Don't walk towards the light, kid.
like either get like laser beamed or get like imbued with Moloch avatar energy, or does it just look like a sort of a flowing conduit so far?
yeah, you can't get a great grasp of what a side effect it might have.
Yeah.
And before you're able to contemplate it too much longer, you notice that the flitting forms begin to slow, and ghostly faces begin to form out of the sort of darkness, the shadow of their forms, and they all sort of turn and look at you.
I would throw a storm sphere.
Roll initiative.
All of us are just him.
I think all of you will roll, but you're not going to act it until someone or until you know that something's happening.
As soon as we hear the boom,
Yeah,
we'll definitely
it's
know.
going to depend on
If
the
you-
actions
can I-
or...
Us, will it be stealth initiative?
Yeah.
Yes, it can be.
Can it be for me also?
Yes, absolutely.
I like stealth initiative too, money. What's a soul?
Tor.
23.
Runar.
37.
Nice.
Redrick.
21.
Rex.
35.
Okay, would you mind drawing something for me? This is very simple, so I can just kind of describe it to you.
You're not gonna trick me again, Zach. This is the final fight.
Last.
So is it?
I am
Is
preoccupied
it?
doing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm calling it. This
No.
is it. There's not one guy.
Absolutely not.
There's
Yeah.
not one guy who looks like.
We wipe
There's
off
not one
this.
Giga Chad
You can if
looking
you like.
hobgoblin.
Yeah.
There
He's
has
in the
to
center.
be, right?
Probably should in the middle.
There's no way he's just a dude.
Someone has to be, because is Azarkul trying to be the avatar of Moloch?
We don't know what his plans are. We think.
Where,
Okay,
though?
so I know what I
They're
did.
gonna be in that cabinet.
What was
Corner.
what
Yeah.
was the
Whatever the
the
research.
Karn's title?
Karn was he was a chosen,
Just a
the
general,
chosen
right?
of Mal. Yeah, he was, but no, he was like the high general, right?
Forget exactly what I call him.
Yeah, he was the general above the generals.
Chaos Lord.
Yeah.
Chaos Lord Karn.
So he was a big shot. I think he was So he was second only to Azarkul, right?
As far as you know so far, yes.
We're gonna have to fight like an avatar of Moloch, where we fight like a mini Moloch before the end of this. You know, the longer this goes on, that's the more. I need to see like red skin guy with horns or something that I need to beat up on.
There's
I don't actually know what Moloch looks like.
was when I did a check for the rituals, and basically the thing that concerned me the most of like what could come out of the portal was like, well, it could be an army, could be like several powerful things, or it could be an what was the word you used? Aspect, I believe.
Aspect,
That's
yes.
right.
I'm like that's the one that concerns me the most.
Yeah.
Give me 5,000.
Duck-sized horses.
Yeah, instead of one horse-sized dog. Sip.
While I was sitting outside, waiting for him to go scout, could we hear the ritual enough that I'd be able to like try to identify the ritual?
So,
Circle.
Tor wasn't able to hear the ritual until he was like 10 feet from the opening of
Where it gets
the
shiny?
chamber. What's that?
Or the chamber of actually in.
35 feet.
Of the
Circle.
hallway. So okay, so
That's
draw
so
a.
annoying.
I had placed him here where I
That
was
is
at.
not
I don't know.
40.
It's-
for the sake of.
Oh, this one's carved, so yeah, it does have to be a perfect circle.
So what I would do first, draw a 3x3 circle. That's the center podium.
You bet. Does it cut off?
You might be able to use one of those templates, but
That would be
No.
great. The little one. Give me a small
no,
boy.
only if you're a coward.
I am. Bad at drawing.
oh, it's 4x4.
That's 4x4.
Fuck.
Just use that one, but draw it a little smaller.
Nope.
What is a huge creature?
I don't.
Hey, that's
good.
great.
It's a nice circle.
Yeah.
That's good. Good job.
Okay, so then the chamber, the entire chamber, is only 2 more squares on each side of that circle.
Easy.
I don't know that I can eyeball this one.
I don't like.
You got
And there is a 15-foot wide
I mean, it definitely.
tunnel that leads into this room, if that makes sense.
It does.
If it, I don't know if this helps. Sorry, everyone.
They're just.
It just, yeah,
They're
it just
so
gives you a
fun.
little bit closer of an edge to draw around for the curves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spooky ghosts are definitely concerning because they can do things like you feel like with the hag you fail a save and something
Close
really bad
enough.
happens to
Close
you.
enough.
What hole? Where do you want it to come from?
It doesn't matter. It's a 60 feet or 30 foot long, 15-foot wide hallway that connects to this room.
I'm sure that they off-centered where that 15-foot wide.
No,
Oh,
it's
wait,
under.
what?
It's under.
Alright. We'll just come from here.
Balcam?
And it'll be so
Yes.
fun.
15 foot, so it's 3 squares.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
true.
pretty even.
That's true. That makes me feel a lot better than what I
I was wondering why you were like
Because I was like.
figuring out the
Agonizing
centeredness.
over it.
I was agonizing over it. For some reason in my head, 15 feet was going to be like 2 squares.
Yeah.
Which is ludicrous. Why would anyone think that?
Yeah.
That's not 30 feet long, by the way. It's 2 squares. It's too shy. And we'll use a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that.
A little bit of
Five grown men struggle to draw 2 circles and 2 lines.
That's D&D, baby.
At risk of being Jordan, you have to be careful about these things.
Yeah, it's true. If you're not careful, you lose your healing powers and instead just die the first time you face combat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And you do more damage to your friends than enemies.
This is the same.
My
This is the
God.
same guy who who's in for his dubious compass. Gotcha.
my players never roll knowledge
Yeah.
checks on the things they fight. And so, like, 2 weeks ago, they fought this boiling oil, which is an ooze type creature. And if any fire touches it, it explodes like a fireball.
Nice.
So that was hilarious, but they immediately did that. And then this past week, like yesterday, there were these spiders that shoot webs at you, and the queen one, her web is, she's vulnerable to fire, and her webs are very combustible too, to the point where if any spark is around you,
Yeah.
when the web is on you, it also ignites, catches you on fire. And so my players just keep not rolling knowledge checks and keep getting punished for it. And it's just so funny to me.
Yeah. I don't blame him that much. I don't think I've made that many in combat knowledge checks on these things. Only because it's like even with 3 actions, it's like, man, I gotta spend an action for that. It's tough. Like there's a lot of like, especially I say it's bad for everyone, but like big quote unquote bad There's just a lot. There's just a big opportunity cost to it.
Yeah, but they don't do it at all.
That's
Like,
tough.
yeah.
They're newer players though, right?
Yeah, but I have told them. Like I've told them,
Yeah.
like, you guys, this is a lot of stuff you could learn about knowledge checks. You could really save yourself some trouble here, and they just never do it.
I say newer players is literally my second campaign, but talking like I'm some veteran.
Can I help you find something?
Maybe just numbered guys. Do we use any of those?
These guys?
Pull 4 of them for me.
Number boys. Uh-oh. The spooky ghosts.
Are they the ghosts?
Yes.
Oh, we're using the green ones for the ghosts.
Perfect.
They're not,
Mhm.
are they, they have like, they gain faces though. Sort of. Do you have a picture of that, Zach?
Yeah, I can probably find one. I think there's an art for this, official art.
Cool. So this is I always forget, this is a module from the edition of D&D that was like Pathfinder.
3.5. Is it 3.5 minutes campaign?
This is a 3.0
Oh, campaign.
campaign.
Oh, I don't
It's-
know that very well, but
So the official artwork has them wearing a cloak, which they sometimes do.
yeah,
They can have clothing, I guess.
Yeah.
These ones don't, so they just are basically this with, which isn't going to give you much information, but
sure.
it does look very cool.
Oh,
neat.
that looks.
I wanna be
really cool.
So it's like just like a shadowy mist
Yeah.
with glowing eyes and like they're just
Yeah.
an ever so slight shape of a face that you can make
I
out.
found my next edgelord PC
Yeah.
design.
Did you ever see the Cold Light Walkers for Rime of the Frost Maiden? Have you seen that art before?
What are they called?
They're called Cold Light Walkers. They look so cool.
They do.
That's one
Do you
of
have
my
my
favorite enemies from the
mini over there?
campaign.
Well, they do look
I
cool.
do
Holy
not know.
shit.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Like, man,
My axe broke again.
That's
Damn it!
I absolutely love that campaign.
Someone move my shit.
It's so good.
It wasn't me.
Probably my freaking players.
I mean, that is some sweet artwork.
I know, isn't it?
Oh, that is cool.
So
Neat.
one of the cool things about that
I don't see her over
campaign
here.
is I learned there's like the level. It's like a
Oh,
third level spell.
I'm there behind
Summon
the frog.
Undead from.
Oh my god.
Okay. And so I had it flavored that when
It's okay, I got
my
invisible.
wizard casted that, it was one of those that appeared and Jordan actually on the Foundry token would use that token for my summon. So I'm like, oh,
It's so cool.
yeah.
I wonder who did that art. Because that does not look like the normal 5th edition artist.
That book got some.
Is
sweet art.
this right here right where we are? This is the cave right here.
That's the cave, so you are all probably 15 feet away from that cave entrance.
Okay.
Okay. In my head, I had like walked up to the wall. I was doing like
Do you want to lift up your
against the
laptop a
wall.
little
Like
bit?
waiting
Yes.
for the call to
So-
action.
Yep.
So it doesn't really like there. It's not like a
There's no way to approach it without being seen.
right. It's like a you can't. It's,
Sorry.
there's a lot of cover because all the stalactites.
Yeah.
But you can't like put your back to like the corner of the.
You passed me the marker.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like it just sort of organically flows into this.
Does
passage.
it kind of do like one of these?
Yeah, sort of like that. Not even that sharp.
It doesn't go that wide. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is
And then
just
there's
to approximate.
tons of cover on the ground.
Sweet.
Does anyone have a bunch of what are those those snacks that are like little cones?
Candy corn.
They're like they're like they're like carbs. They're like chips.
Oh, the
Funnels.
Oh, bugles.
bugles.
I
Yeah.
did a bunch of bugles and put them on.
Yes, it would be perfect.
There you go.
That just means that the cave is going to slowly flatten out over the course of the combat.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's cool. Get behind one of these bad boys. Oh wait, we can't see into there, can we?
You cannot.
That was just-
Okay. Thank you for setting that up.
Right,
Thank you
I
for
forgot.
drawing
There's
that.
actually a turn. Right.
No, this is pretty much correct actually.
Because it's a dip. It's like or a raise, I guess in this case. I can't remember a dip or a raise here, but there's like an
so there's a drop down that connects to this, right? And then it goes forward, or then it goes eastward, or northward.
Right. So
Allow me to show you what I had. That, then there was the little drop down, and you said that it opened up into that hallway that then went north.
Who the
so it's
fuck?
more like layers.
So they are. I do have them layered. You just can't see it because this is Microsoft Paint.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
So that's
my
pretty much-
god, who made those minis?
I don't know, but
That's so sick.
neat.
Oh my, I want to buy that.
Are they lit from it?
yeah, the
That is
heads
a
are lit.
really
With
cool touch.
LEDs.
That's fucking
That
sick.
is
Oh my.
awesome.
So just imagine like
They're stacked.
like
My
this
favorite.
this part
My
that comes
favorite
in.
enemy.
Yep.
Imagine
And
it's
sometimes
actually
an
just
ally.
all connected.
Okay. Okay, so it's more. There's more of an overlap
They- yes.
to each of them.
They
but
didn't
not-
attack me.
Okay, got
So
it.
it's one of
So it's
World's
not, that
favorites.
makes sense.
He's got a picture of them in the dark too. They're
Oh, that's
they're just
awesome.
glowing.
Those are amazing.
That's incredible.
pretty sick. Jealous.
1 and 2 approach you on either side.
Yikes.
Probably fine.
As they do, you can see the hooded figures turn, stop chanting, to see what the creatures are flying towards.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make eye contact with you. They look in your general direction.
Do they flank him like perfectly, or do they like a stop when they can reach?
They stop when they can reach. 27 to hit you, and
Is that-
24 to hit you.
do they need to pass a flat check?
No.
The 27 hits.
Do you not have armor? Can't remember.
Blame the victim.
What a dig at my AC. Calm down over there. I'm just fine.
No, I thought you had a higher dex
Do you
than
not have
me.
armor?
27 to hit. 27 hits you. Are you naked right now?
Of course you got hit. Look what you're
Are
wearing.
you trying to get hit?
This guy's a bum.
I thought you had a higher dex than. That's why I'm surprised.
I'm con based.
So I've
Oh right.
Attila posting. He's a Hun. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay, cool.
What?
It doesn't matter if you're not gonna worry about it.
I am. You can't tell me not to worry about something.
Well, see, in my head for some reason, this happens from time to time. Kubla Khan and Attila the Hun
Are the same
are
person.
way too close
Yeah.
to the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the game.
Oh, Kubla Khan. I see. Okay.
You
Yeah.
take 9 void damage.
Ooh.
I'm actually resistant to void damage.
Yeah, let's go. He
I'm not.
definitely
Can't
is.
avoid that.
He definitely is.
And then make a
Fortitude save, right?
will save throw, please.
No! Wrong. Oh no, that's
No!
bad.
Are you sure it's not a fortitude? Can't, man. I've gotten to make like one fortitude. My notes don't save
Oh really?
because because I remember specifically clicking save notes last time. So I think I have a flat and a will save left because I think I used reflex last time.
You used all of them last time. I gave you new cards.
No, I got new cards.
Oh, you
and
got
then
new
I
cards and then you
used
used them.
one.
Oh,
Oh, this is actually great. 32.
Okay, cool.
Good.
And then the second one there also tries to touch you. 33 to hit,
Hits.
Yikes.
9 void damage, and make a will save.
That's good. Oh, that's kind of good though.
Zach is
34.
way easier to understand now.
Perfect.
34.
30, okay, cool. And the third one also, number 3, also approaches you.
Sick.
Dear.
He'll move around to behind you.
Oops.
Oh.
He actually tackles me.
Dear.
34 to hit,
Hits.
7 void damage, and make a will save.
Natural 20.
Oh my
Alright.
god, you really
Killing
crushed,
it.
You really crushed these will
Alright,
saves.
guys.
It is your turn.
This is great. There's no negative effect to these things attacking you. They do a little bit of damage.
He basically
But
just
honestly,
tickle.
3 of them can hit you, and you feel mostly fine afterwards. I am going to. I would have to. Start my aura.
That's so much aura. aura farming?
These guys are still flying, right?
Yes, they're all flying.
Actually, yeah. Start my aura. With that, I will.
Player, start your aura. Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack things. Start my aura. I will send a ice blast at this priest.
Okay.
Bad.
Who knows? He might be. He might be a.
Might be easy to hit.
Yeah, he might be a little.
19 to hit. Oh, sorry, that's not right.
So he can't be. I don't think he's that easy to hit.
Not much better than that, but that's
Happened
not
to the
quite
storm.
number. 23.
The storm's
23 is not enough.
Okay.
Oh, you have to start your
I have to start it first. Yeah.
Not terrible idea to kite back to us, I guess.
And then I will
Don't do it. Stand your ground and die.
go 1, 2.
They'll expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Can I move through this guy?
That is a good question.
Ghost doesn't matter. Punk.
Doesn't matter.
How corporeal is he?
I don't know that it actually matters. I'll be over here. It's fine.
You cannot. Wait, is that thing again?
And that was your "you can't hit me" move,
Yeah.
the free one.
You can pass through it, but you cannot end your movement in its space.
Oh,
Oh,
you can
cool.
pass through it. Nice.
Then I'll go here. What is the maximum number of targets I can hit? Are these guys? I'm gonna put them in squares for targeting purposes.
That's fine. They're in pentagon.
Okay.
So it's whatever rough pentagon you can shape, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
The real question is, two that were back to back on the center, are they sharing that middle square?
I would say yes, they are squeezing.
That would have been nice.
Fine with me.
I'm sure. That's why I wanted to make sure that that was the case.
So I think I can.
Somebody needs to tell them that they can't spend. They can't end their turn at the same square.
Cut
They're
a
breaking the
very
rules.
vague line that goes, hits 3,
Well, they weren't in combat until
this guy,
so they won't.
these 2, and this guy,
Yeah. Get him.
Yep.
with an air boomerang.
Okay.
So I need reflex saves from all those.
They're
Can you
squeezing.
list them off for me?
Yeah, so ghost number 3.
You said reflex?
Yeah.
19.
That is a crit fail. And then let's start with this guy as Hobgoblin 1, and then we'll number them clockwise. So Hobgoblin 1. Reflex save from him.
15.
Crit fail. And then High Priest 1, because he's the first guy that I targeted.
27.
Fail. High Priest 2.
28.
Fail. And Hobgoblin 4.
16.
Crit fail.
Raggy.
Good.
It's
Alright.
not good for them.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. And one more of these.
one that you dropped. Oh, you got a 4 on the one that you dropped. Very nice.
We weren't able to see into that room from the outside, right? Because of the height difference.
So it'll be 32 damage to Ghost 3.
Type is going to matter a lot for this.
Okay. Yeah, this is slashing damage. 32 damage to Hobgoblin 1.
Okay.
16 damage to Hobgoblin to High Priest 1.
Okay.
Do you guys remember if this was a
He
fail or
failed.
crit fail?
He failed.
Fail. 16 damage to High Priest 2.
It was 27 and 28.
Yeah, and then the last guy crit failed.
Yeah, and so then 32 damage to the last guy.
Okay. So the hobgoblins, the normal rank and file clerics die.
Yes.
Nice.
Although, like
Oh god.
Oh.
like A New Hope, I think, is it A New Hope? Return of the Jedi. As
They force ghost.
as you destroy them, their armor clatters to the ground, devoid of physical body. Their robes and armor just fall to the ground, empty.
Do we see any pulsing magical effect as they die?
The light maintains its brilliance in the room, but there is no obvious side or reaction.
Did the ghost feel any effect from that?
Absolutely, it did.
Okay.
The ghost.
That's good.
Oh, from
This
your
is just
attack-
slashing
your attack.
damage.
Okay, I thought you meant from his buddy dying.
And then I will yell back. The ghosts aren't able to see me.
What?
My sneaking didn't work as well. They might be attacking. They don't deal much damage, but I feel like I might have almost caught the flu several times, or had my brain taken over.
We know he doesn't have his brain taken over right now.
What?
How do we know he doesn't have his brain taken over right now?
Anything else? Mark?
There's the two of us in here. We can't have a third.
That is true, though.
Yeah.
No, nothing else.
Then it is your turn, Redrick, so you
Oh.
get to act.
Did I roll lower than you guys?
Yeah, but we're not in the combat yet.
Yeah.
So when we are in rounds of combat, we'll be higher.
Yep.
Recall knowledge in the ritual. Actually, no. I fucking didn't hear any of it,
No.
and I haven't seen anything. So okay.
Yep.
That doesn't work. Well, I'll do what I always do then.
Get in there, big guy.
One.
So bringing in Air Bud.
It's moving through an allied square an extra movement.
No.
Okay, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, perfect.
And I'm gonna swing at this guy
Perfectly calibrated.
with my
Astral room.
astral weapon, which
Hey.
has ghost touch effectively.
Perfect time.
Well, it acts as a ghost touch weapon, to be specific. For a 35 to hit.
That is a crit.
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt.
Take that,
I
Casper.
think you might be right.
Cleave into Tor. Of course, it wasn't adjacent anyway. They conveniently did not make themselves adjacent to one another.
Well, they were surrounding one guy in their defense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they could have done the courtesy of being this close.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
then the flanking doesn't work as well.
They couldn't have flinked like that anyway.
Yeah, but like, who puts a triangle?
Stop
around
defending our enemies.
Who does a triangle around somebody like that, though?
Frank's defending the enemies that we're all trying to fight.
32. Wait. 33. 33 points of damage doubled
It's impossible.
to 66.
This creature just evaporates under the power of the axe.
And with my third action, I'll raise my shield.
Nice.
Okay. one of the chosen, one of the war priests at the center of the chamber, turns, seeing for the first time an enemy.
A
You're still
single
invisible,
dwarf.
right?
I am now concealed.
Okay. There is. These creatures look different in that, not physically, but in their demeanor. They look completely at ease, completely calm, and almost unbothered by your presence. You see no flicker of rage, of discontent upon their faces at all.
Like the Doomfist monks. Very zen.
Well, the Doomfist monks, though, relished combat. Like
Yeah.
there was excitement there. There's none of that.
Oh.
There's like just complete.
The hand-fisted monks.
Yeah, the hand-fist monks.
Yeah. Frederick will be rolling a recall knowledge check here.
He.
Why would Redrick do that? I could see you doing that, but what's he gonna do? He's just be like, hold up. Yeah. Yahtzee!
You're not supposed to roll that many dice when you roll recall knowledge.
Well, he's doing his best to recall the knowledge. He's using every die he can find.
He gets a Yahtzee, which is not that
I mean,
great of a roll. for
Frederick is
recall
gonna
knowledge.
convince all these enemies to sit down and play D&D to decide our fates, and then he will roll his recall knowledge.
But actually, he's getting them to sit down and play Yahtzee, and they're gonna play Yahtzee thinking they're playing D&D.
No, Redrick has a set of Redrick has a set of dice that have all 20s on all sides.
What does he want to do?
Classic paladins cheating at games.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he will walk. I don't know, down off the plinth, 10 feet toward you.
This one?
Yes.
He's gonna be my number one.
Does he stand on his friend's corpse?
He
Well,
was
remember,
in the
there are
square.
no corpses. They've disappeared.
Right
body.
next to Casper.
Oh, he was in the middle. Okay. So that puts this guy there.
He's in the middle.
They're
Oh,
sure.
they're both
They were
sitting
sharing.
square.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They forgot the rules for
On a
us.
square
They remember.
share.
They remember them now.
They're like, my bad.
As he walks down, you can see him draw
We're clipping into
a
each other.
great pick from his bag.
Great pick! These guys are the.
No wonder they're at ease.
They have great picks. No wonder.
You heard Redrick's. Oh God.
Before he approaches you, though, he just raises a hand, almost like in prayer, as he kind of just closes his eyes for a bit, and fortitude save for you.
Yeah.
Frederick.
You run up and low five him.
It can't be that good. It's a
Oh,
one action.
fortitude. Now it's a fortitude save.
It's a one action spell. It can't be that hard.
I'm better at fortitude saves.
26.
It can't be that bad.
These guys have great picks. I'm running the opposite direction as fast as possible. Nothing scares me more than great picks.
That is a fail.
Yeah. Did not roll well. Just waiting for.
Metagaming mohawk.
100%. I've never been more cuffed in my life than Asarkul as a great pick wielder. Now that now that we've seen Card and these guys.
That is an even 20. What's the here? Void damage.
20 void.
Toward 20 void damage. How much is that? Oh, other way.
Did I visually see anything
Yeah.
happen, or is it
He
just?
casts a spell.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was there?
Uh,
Was my life or like the life drained from my body, or?
let's see. What is it? Does it have a description? It's so the entry is so short.
Actually pulls all the hair out of your body out.
Am I depressed now?
Yeah, but that's not the spell.
It's a stats effect, not damage.
Yeah, I think you just feel like the life energy just drained from you.
But you're not drained.
You
just
know
feel
what?
like
I mean, you have definitely seen this. It is the opposite of what you do with your
Okay.
heal spell.
This
So
arm.
it's very clear what is happening. Number 4, the wraith does fly up to you,
Straight on.
straight on,
There's
and
respectable.
he tries to wrap his form around you like a cloak. Make a.
He's on
Yeah, it is a will save.
Well.
Will not. That's It's looking like a Harry Potter point.
Give up as a. Is that a crit? I guess we don't know if it's a crit.
I'm going to.
I guess you can
my
find out. Oh right.
my Negroni. Hold on.
Yep.
Wrong app.
Use the Negroni.
Your hero point.
No, probably a Runar die.
And my harrowing ritual. Much better, especially with the +4. 32.
32.
Still.
That is a success. That is a success. You take 10 mental damage. The creature takes you off guard because as it wraps its sort of body around you briefly, you sense that it's actually a diversion, and you feel cold in your chest as something reaches in and grasps at your beating heart.
I do not consent.
So while it's
Thanks for
mental
fixing my
damage, it's
fortitude
clearly
saves.
like a psychological effect. You can kind of feel your blood run cold a little bit as it happens.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to.
He's attacking your autonomic nervous system.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. What?
Yeah, I imagine.
Controls your fight and flight.
I imagine that this thing is sort
So
of
we can
attacking
fly
you
it?
mentally, and then you just feel like
They can't fight.
you feel like a second force
can either
of
fly or
like
you can fight
psychic
them.
energy
You know,
join your
have you seen
own and just
birds?
sort of
They're not
repel
great at it.
the assault out of your
I've never seen
body,
that.
and then you feel like a little
They don't count it.
like a
They
little
don't
thing
count.
shatter. You feel like something shatters, and your card is used up.
That was my last one, so I can get yours
Ostriches,
now.
great at fighting.
I've been holding that one for a while.
Chickens, great at fighting.
Number
I wonder
3 here
what are you using so
the-
much like that's a good reason to use it.
holds his hand out
I don't know
and
what
shoots
it
a
did.
ray at you.
Him?
Frederick.
This
The
one?
only one they can see.
The one closest to you.
This guy?
Yes.
Is it a ray of attack of target AC or
It is a ray of fortitude save.
Does it
Oh,
have, does it have
dang it, it's right up for
multicast
it.
because there's multiple other rays
25.
or aquatics next to it?
Probably fail.
That is a success.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Well, these guys.
I
Look
think
at
you
here
would
from
you'd be the
more
only
than doing anything.
Okay.
You can only have two
As
items
is,
Jason.
as is
Against
evidenced
four.
by the fact that 2 of them just disappeared
it's
when they were
shiny.
touched.
Level 1
So,
Fair.
dimensional space.
Um,
What's shiny?
you were in field 1 until the end.
Hey,
Yeah,
It was starting your turn.
that's my thing. You can't do that. It's illegal.
It's illegal.
Runar.
Going to use a. I can't see the. Can I see these 2 right now?
You can't see anything until you move.
Then I guess then
He moves.
Papa Scroll Ghostly Carrier, and then. Oh wait, I didn't have it in my. I have to stay still because I take out the scroll and then cast it. So that's the end of my turn.
Got it. Rex.
Alright, Zach. Because I cannot figure out a way to deliberate on this. I could make an excuse for either way. I would like a secret DM roll of your choice or your discretion on whether Rex would have reasonably been approaching at this point with his bow out or with his glaive out. We have gone through open chambers, however, I'm also like, oh, but if something jumped us, would he have the mentality of I need my glaive or my bow out? So,
My gut would say that both are impractical
Yes.
because the half weapon is gonna get knocked up against all of these stalagmites,
Yep.
and the ceiling is so low and it's filled with so many stalagmites that the bow also a little bit impractical. So I'm just going to roll for it and tell you.
that was kind of where I landed, and I was like, I'll let him do the roll. That makes him completely out of my hands.
But
Excellent. Okay. Well, no matter what, I have to move forward, right? Because
yes,
just from line of sight, it's not possible.
God, I saw these
So I will
scrolls.
move up to whatever point I need to first see everything going on. I don't know how many squares that requires.
yeah. Once you're in that square you were just in before,
Yep.
you then have visibility of this chamber.
Okay. So main dais guy has not, or the one that's still on it hasn't gone.
He has not gone yet.
Okay, I've moved.
It does appear that he is ready to act.
I shall hunt them. And let me guess. Society.
Yes.
Natural 20. It's not. It's a natural 1.
Is it really?
How appropriate given last the
Yeah,
highs
man.
of last.
It's
week.
a hobgoblin, I
Still
know it.
Still focused on the
hob.
green.
Guys, those are actually kobolds in
Green
clothes.
No, I look at it and I'm like, it's definitely not a green spawn razor feet. That is,
You know with
I'm
100%
sure,
certainty.
I'm so sure. If it were in my mind, all I'm like,
95% certain.
I like want to be looking for advantages against this thing, but all I can think about is, yeah, if it were a green spawn razor feet, I'd be aiming here and here, but it's not a green spawn razor. The subconscious is a hell of a thing. And then I will fire a hunted shot. 2 strikes. They count as the same strike for the purpose of overcoming resistances.
That's nice. Nice touch.
But 1 action to shoot 2. So
Very nice touch.
we do that. And you know what? We fire 1 level 2 spell strike ammunition and 1 normal shot.
Okay.
I need to learn to eventually take my knowledge rolls before things escalate.
See that Spanish economy?
Oh, pain. Hold. I have to consider my options real fast on what I'm gonna do with this first roll. I could get the attack roll. Something tells me I should.
You
not.
should use a hero
Question,
point to do
can the
it.
spirit
Yeah, I may use the
sting
hero
me?
point on the first attack roll.
Yeah.
It was bad,
Got it.
and I just knocked this one in.
It was a
Sadly,
12,
it was
yeah.
not a 20. It was a 12.
Yeah.
This players last night.
Well, on the plus side,
I remember
I
'cause
hero
there's the-
pointed
of
from a
course the
4
player
to a 1.
Just
Miss with
Oh,
that.
great.
Yeah.
And I
Turn
rolled.
around.
Yeah.
I rolled my 1 die into this
Dang
one
it.
and knocked it
Yeah.
from a 12 to a 20. So we should take the 20, obviously. So first roll is a critical failure.
Okay.
Great. And then second shot, he's hunted, so it's only -3. I'm not bullish on it's a 30. Nope, 29. 29.
29
Final answer.
hits.
Let's go. That's not with a cool arrow, but
Which of the 2 are you targeting? The middle one. Got it.
yes. On the plus side, they are wounded.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you care about knowing this shock damage differently as well?
No.
Okay.
Great pick. Just wait till you get. Well, you're not gonna get crit. Just wait till
15.
anyone
hit
besides
points
you gets
of
attacked by these guys.
damage
They're
on
gonna
that
take
shot.
catastrophic levels of damage.
And they are wounded.
I can get crit.
Looks
Hard.
perfectly effective.
Yeah.
There's always that
Good.
1 in 20 chance.
That's all.
Okay. He also steps from the dais.
See, also the great plot, a great.
He does.
Oh no.
You think they have mismatching weapons?
So as they're moving, I'll also yell out. In Diabolic, I'll yell out. I put wyvern balls in Moloch's mouth.
It'd be funny they don't even.
Without his consent.
It'd be funny if they don't even speak diabolic because they're hobgoblins.
He
And I'll
rushes
then say
to
you, and I'll say you
Frederick,
oversized rat.
and swings his great pick at you.
Wow, of course.
His instrument of doom. his power gaming instrument of doom.
Yep.
What was the distance there? How many squares?
5. Yeah.
5 including a diagonal.
Okay. He swings
For
his
what?
pick at you.
How far he moved.
What do you mean? Didn't he start here?
36.
Hits.
Oh, 5 squares.
Yeah.
I heard 5, and I was like, what 5 feet are we? I'm doing so good with
How
my
far do you move?
25
5.
piercing damage.
I
Fuck
block.
what?
Understandable.
Now you sound like my 5th grade
I take
teachers.
12.
You have to label your number with the
Yep.
That brings us to
One of my college
Number 2.
professors. This is actually rather handy.
hobby number 2,
Yeah, hobbies.
who will again shoot a ray at you. Make a 14 save.
Seb.
What kind of save is that?
This ray that I hit, what did it do last time it hit me?
It made you.
You took 10 damage after you succeeded.
No, that was the ghost, I thought. I took 20 damage from the ray.
It made you. What was it?
Maybe I'm wrong.
It was just like harm, right?
It is
So
like
it's the one that.
opposite of-
It's the
Theme
one
song?
that yeah, it's the one that turned your own trick on you.
That was harm. Yeah.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay.
I rolled it at 1.
There you go.
My god, is that better? 39.
Saren ray. You just said Saren ray. Is that better?
It was lowercase g.
Yeah, but I think it's still,
Well,
you know. it's-
let's see. 39.
I mean,
That is a critical success.
Take no damage.
So instead of being enfeebled 3, you are
Oh my god.
Yeah.
unaffected.
I figured that was something like that. I thought it might be people for like an hour or something.
Well, it was longer than a round. I'll tell you what. Yeah, nothing happens. Number 4, however, repeats the same trick.
oh,
No, don't.
that one?
Yes.
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
Like 1 or 2 less than the last one.
1.
Specifically, it's 38.
Excellent. Critical success.
To see us.
Number 2 flies behind you. The ghost number 2 flies behind you.
That's flanking.
Focusing on it, but focuses on the concealed opponent instead of you, Redrick.
He probably doesn't.
Torture.
Fast.
How does the concealed work if it's just targeting your square?
I would still have to, I think. Oh, targeting like an area, like an AoE.
Yes.
I think it would just hit.
Okay.
Don't give him too much credit. He would just hit you.
Nah, it would.
Go ahead and make a will saving throw.
Oh dear.
What's something that you're guaranteed to do? You will save on this.
24.
24, just shy.
Oh well. Can't be that bad, right?
Darn
That's
it.
only a regular.
Well, now it will be.
It's only a regular fail. Regular fails aren't that bad. It's not a critical fail, right?
It was not a critical failure.
Yeah,
It's almost a success.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Um,
Show us what you got.
you become dazzled.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad. It's not so
What's that mean?
good.
I don't know what that means.
It means you get to make flat checks when
Oh,
you
that's
try
fine.
to target somebody now.
Whatever.
Yeah, as if they are concealed, basically. Is
Shine bright like a diamond.
That means one of my things is a little bit worse. And
Yeah,
the rest of them are
exactly.
fine.
Yep.
And then he tries to just touch you again.
Bro.
Bruh.
24 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Number 1
That's
will
what we call personal space.
approach Rex.
Oh,
Go ahead and make a will save, Rex.
Oh boy.
What is this pattern thing happening right now?
Oh. 31.
31 is a success.
Nice.
Nothing happens. And then it tries to touch you. 25. Not enough.
That misses.
Well, our last cleric here,
I
the
guess.
one at the head, the mouth of the tunnel, will take a step to his right and fire a ray at Rex.
Bro.
Make it fortitude save.
He actually hits the other cleric instead.
I was one level away from will mastery saves.
Fortitude 35.
35 is a
Once
success.
you get it,
success.
you'll never roll.
Tor, it is your turn.
Stormfear.
Big
I can
city.
hit all 6 of these.
Nice. Kaboom.
Yes, cool.
Get
Reflex, what do I need?
Reflex, yes.
Acid reflux, yeah.
Acid reflex.
Acid reflex.
We made a lot of those saves. It's not. It's not.
Mhm.
It's a
Don't
tough
worry.
one.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we brought Tums. Too bad you'll be dead.
gives
bad.
you advantage on that reflex saves, or reduces the damage. It gives you resistance 5.
Ooh, whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
I see.
That's a 7.
I
That's
see
the-
some
that's the good
very
version.
big numbers and a very small number that's also a very big number.
Yep.
And we like to see zeros on the D10.
Oh, yeah.
32.
That's the big time
roll.
roller.
All right, so
What am I
I'll give you the
looking for?
damage as we
20.
go.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, so ghost number 4.
28.
That is a fail. It's going to take 10 points of sonic damage.
Moving at the
And,
speed is.
22 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
High Priest 1, I think, is this one.
Also a 28.
Okay. Do you want the damage split out for this guy?
For these guys, just give it to me total.
Yeah. So he's going to be 32 damage.
Excellent.
High Priest 2.
He rolled really poorly. 16.
Ouchie.
It's going to be 64 points of damage.
Oh boy.
Ouchie.
Critically failing. Tough.
He's deafened for a minute.
Okay, let me add that to this thing. Oh, I need your wound damage.
Oh. Time to be wounded, pal. 2. And then he can try and save.
He did not say.
Tough. Tough luck, buddy.
Who's up next?
Hobgoblin 2.
There are 3 remaining hobgoblins, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, we are looking at a natural 1.
Oh, he's
Hobbled
dead.
goblin.
He's dead.
64.
Dead.
Hobgoblin 3.
A 23.
He's dead.
32 points of damage.
He's dead.
Hobbled goblin.
And
Hobgoblin.
another dead. He
Nice.
critically failed
Great.
that last one.
Great board.
Let's
There we go.
go.
No more freaking.
In a
I'm gonna throw it. It thunders this. It thunders this noise. I'm gonna be like, it's really hard to see now.
It's true.
I hope. Redrick, are you okay?
What? You think so?
I will. Step back, just like. Actually, no. We're gonna be bold, and we're just gonna stay.
Hey, you get that flank.
Everything. Yeah, I'll stay here. We'll just stay here. Not make you tank all the hits, but I am worried that we'll find out that they have a nice line effect.
That's right. I'm jumping into it.
That's it for me.
Here. I think.
Do you think we're fueling your spell yet?
Redrick, you're right.
I'm assuming I'm still enfeebled from that one that did get me enfeebled 1.
That enfeebled wore off.
Oh, it did. Okay.
You're good.
Second point of order. Is there anything that would give me, if I wanted to do a recall knowledge check on what this ritual was that they were doing, is there any, based on how late I got into the fight, is there even enough information for me to attempt one? Is there like runes that I can?
There are runes, yes.
I'll do a recall knowledge.
Okay.
See if I can figure any of this out at a glance here, because no, worse. 30 total.
30 total.
Wait, I'm sorry, 26 total.
26 total. You know only enough at a glance that you feel confident that you recognize the runes. With further examination, you feel quite confident you can determine what was going on here.
Okay.
You haven't like missed the boat here. But,
Sure.
But a quick glance is not enough to tell you immediately what's happened.
Okay. So, and no indication of if killing things here is a bad call.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. Well, this ghost is already dead. So, I will swing at this ghost boy.
Okay, number 4 or number
4.
Okay.
hopes that.
Take that, Casper.
Never let me have it. 27 to hit.
That does hit.
$24 points of damage.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Injured. It's a little more transparent than it was before.
I will then take a swing at the hobgoblin next to number 4
Yes.
with a +1 because you take
Forgot
some.
beloved.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Well,
We're coming crowns, baby.
22 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, okay. And that's all my action.
Redrick, you, having spent a moment here in relative close proximity to the central chamber, that feeling that you had back in the temple returns. Except it's a little bit, the form it takes is a little bit different. Instead of like an unease, it takes on a physical effect on you in that you start a rather severe bout of tinnitus, and it's quite distracting. It kind of rises up out of nowhere until it sort of encompasses your hearing.
That sucks. Am I deafened? Or
No,
just,
no.
Okay.
But it's impossible to ignore.
Tor, your storm thing's got some feedback.
What? I'm just kidding. I can hear you.
I'm done.
Did I hit you?
That priest that you just tried to attack will retaliate.
Uh-oh. I thought he would just stand there.
Tough. He's got a great pick.
Yep.
Go get him. You can't defeat him. He has a great pick. No match for me.
Runar's one true fear.
Lance's one true fear. Runar doesn't know enough to be sufficiently
I
terrified.
keep hearing Runar's voice saying it, so.
I don't know, maybe I'll do a recall knowledge check to know if Runar realizes great pick users are
power
gamers.
I would say, like,
Well,
Moloch
he tried to
summoners
use
are
it,
power
yeah.
gamers.
Does a 26 hit?
No.
How about a...
The 26
Natural
in Redrick.
There it is.
Yep. What was it? Natural.
What's
For a total of what, though?
Yeah, what is the total?
The total is...
From the Great Pit.
It's got to still hit, right?
Maybe not.
Do you?
Maybe only take a regular hit instead of a critical.
No shot.
Is your shield missed?
36.
Yeah, that's still
just
crits.
barely.
I cast shield on him. I don't actually do that.
I cast wishful thinking.
Helps will saves.
This is what happens. You see, they can't crit me, Runar.
Yeah. No, I said they can't. That 26 can't hit you, I said. No, not
No, before combat started.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's true, I did say that.
Brings down his pick on you
You
for
instantly did.
Picking on me?
a devastating 64 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's exactly half my remaining HP.
And then
Power game.
There's
you
more.
feel him channel that spell through
Yikes,
his
he's
pick
smiting
into your
you.
body.
Oh.
He's a paladin too! Look at this guys!
Which I think means you automatically critically fail against harm.
Honestly?
What the
Honestly?
fuck?
That's how smite works, I think.
That's not how my smite works.
Oh, it's not? Okay, maybe I
I think
misread.
there
But-
is a second
But
save
these
there.
are monsters. They can work differently. Are you recording me?
No.
Oh, look, yeah, straight up.
No, I was eating.
I wish I
my-
thought my smite
I
worked.
was eating my phone because of.
Oh.
No, this is recording you. I don't need to.
Are you recording me? Am I on camera right now?
It was just so perfectly positioned at my face.
What?
You were
Yeah.
just like, it was like this.
That's fair.
I'm like,
Well, I was doing this because I was nervous
Am I
about the
being
number,
detained?
and then I went up like this after the number was said, and it just was perfectly aimed at
yeah,
you.
yeah.
On a hit, you cast a 1-action version of harm. In addition to the normal damage from your strike, the target automatically gets a critical failure on the save if the strike was a critical hit.
Yikes.
Okay.
The spell does not have a manipulate trait.
That's not fair.
Can I get that?
This spell
Damn.
doesn't have the manipulate trait. How do these guys?
Honestly-
these guys are such power gamers.
Honestly, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, so the damage from the harm is
You're harmed a lot. That sounds of it.
50.
Oh my god.
50 void.
50 what?
Void.
Jesus Christ.
Freaking great pick user.
That was
114,
114 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys.
Good job,
pick.
Zach.
Great pick.
Feeling pretty good about yourself over there behind your DM screen.
I didn't realize how good Channel Smite was. That was nuts.
It's even better when it's a great pick.
I'm alive.
Number
It's
4
normally good.
will try to.
Now it's great.
Just wait till Azar Cool comes up.
That might not
Dual
be.
wielding.
I-
Dual wielding.
And I literally
Quad
just
wielding
went.
with his forearm.
I just went, so I can't even heal myself for the full initiative.
His arms are just great picks.
As our cool is just an animated great pick.
37 natural 20. 14 void damage
Total?
total.
Is this a physical attack?
It is a physical attack.
Well, you know what though? I can only shield block. It's not physical damage though.
It's not.
It's physical
void
attack
damage.
with yeah. I don't think I can block that.
And it's 7 base, 14 on the crit. Just to be clear.
14 base.
No, 7 base.
7
14.
base,
Oh,
14 on the
okay.
crit.
You have more than that many hit points.
I have 14 hit points. So I go to zero. I would go to 0 here.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Let me
Yep.
Where it is. There it is.
We join their team if he dies, right?
That's not it.
We've done a lot of work for them, okay? We like turned on their whole ritual in Brindle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's only physical damage. Is there anything else I can
Freaking great.
do? I think so.
I told you.
Nope.
The great picks are taking over.
Yeah, I think I'm unconscious.
Go ahead and make a will save then as well.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
no.
Retain your
I have,
soul.
I have no more fucking anything either. That was one from an
Yeah.
actual one.
26.
Nothing happens.
If a 26 is okay,
Yeah,
like,
what happens
just
when
yeah, like if
Don't low roll.
that means then at one you might have been gone forever,
We're not.
but you're not. You're
Yet. I'm not gone
Still
forever
can't see
yet.
any-
Oh my
Anything
gosh, this is the worst thing to walk in on. You walk into this chamber, Redrick is unconscious. Like, what happened in the
2,
last 12 seconds?
And there's a
3.
line of ghosts.
4. I have to.
Frederick
get rid
is confused until he sees the great pick and then goes,
Yes, I can.
Yeah, the great pick. I have to get rid of these
Oh, you
great
know
pick
what?
guys. I
I went down on a crit,
use
so I'm moving
unleash.
2.
I'm gonna unleash Psyche.
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you will do too.
I will unleash Psyche, and then I'm going to amped imaginary weapon. Both great pick guys.
Understandable.
Threat assessment here. I'm gonna use a card for that. All right, so I'm gonna be using bolt. So I'm gonna use my reaction. So first of all, is a 23 definitely doesn't hit, but is it a regular fail?
It is a regular fail.
Okay, I will use my reaction to avoid dire fate and turn that into a successful hit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gone now. And then I'm going to. Do you get to use hero point? I can't remember. After I know if it hits or before?
Yeah, after.
It's after.
Okay, so the second one's a bad 9, so a 6. 25. Does that hit?
Does not.
All right, I'm gonna hero point it. I rolled a 5. All right. Well, the first guy gets hit at least.
Okay.
So
That guy's harder for me to.
yeah. It's a D8.
I don't remember which one I hunted because they did a little switch.
It's an unfortunate rolling there.
It's an 8 on one then.
They're 2 8s.
Nice.
2 8s and a 7.
Oh wow, that's a good roll.
So that's 3. I guess that's so hard, man, to do this 23. Lonnie, I just rolled 2 more 8s. So that's
Ooh. Is it enough?
31, 39, 42.
I'll just
Two
remember
more.
dying too.
Oh my god, and then I roll a 7 and a 6. It's gonna be 65 points of slashing damage as a gigantic great pick comes flying.
Don't sink to their level.
No, we're doing. Comes flying out of Runar's hands and just aims like directly for the It's like directly for like the little gap in the
crotch,
the chest plate.
Yes.
Like the chest
Yes.
crotch.
You see blood spew down his armor and pool onto the floor, but he seems like he could not be more pleased. To be clear, you can see his like knees involuntarily shaking,
Buckling, yeah.
but he still stands.
The mind
Anything
is
else, Runar?
mind is strong, the body is weak.
Yes.
No, that's all my actions.
Rex, it is all you.
Do you remember which one I hunted?
Back one.
I think the back one.
Okay. I think so too, but I wasn't sure. It matters because one of them is within 30 feet range of my bow, which is worse. Alright. Front one already went, back one has yet to go. Therefore,
Yes, that's true.
I shall fire at the back one, and I am going to use my last level 3 spell strike ammunition on the back one, and also a level 2 on the second shot. It's gonna be quick shot, so 1 shot, 2 arrows,
Okay.
or hunted shot, not quick shot.
Cool guy shot.
Cool guy.
Cool guy shot with some cool guy arrows.
I was unfortunately not a cool guy in my round.
Oh, these are not cool guy rolls.
Might need to use a hero point to be a little more cool.
I'm probably gonna use a hero point and your +4.
Sounds pretty heroic.
Yeah. Well, we'll see it on the first one just to get a temperature check of 28.
That does hit.
Nice. So you don't need to be a
Only
cool guy on
just,
that
but
one.
it
I'm gonna
does
use
hit.
it. I'm
Okay.
a cool guy the first one. Should I hero point or your +4?
I think you should hero point.
Hero point. Do you still have both hero points?
No, I use one.
I think you should still hero point.
I hero point the second roll. I hero point the second roll.
He's got this. Don't
Do
worry.
I know where you're going with this? Yeah, but
You are Lenny.
I am. That one's there.
It's the same, isn't it?
Nope. It's 1 less. Because -3. And then I only have +20 with the bow, not +21. So it's 27.
That ties.
Oh!
Hey, let's go.
Okay!
Cool guy.
Alright, both of those.
Double hits.
We got no crit, but those are double hit. And
With spell
both
strikes.
with spell strikes.
Good.
And so first one's the level 3 one.
He goes next too.
Yeah.
Which one?
Level 3
Which
one,
one?
which
Which
has
one's he doing?
imaginary weapon.
What?
It'll
Which
add a
one?
modest 60
The one in the back.
damage
This guy?
to your
Yeah, he's
6.
next. He's the one getting shot right now.
What are the chances that he walks up and just?
He's got some HP left, but I don't know if he's gotten this much HP left. I mean, these aren't crits, but this spell strike ammunition is no joke.
It's a modest 68 damage added to it.
Okay, so before the spell
It's a
strike
good,
arrow.
good sneak attack.
Yeah.
So 14. And then the 6d8. Nice. Another 13. So
27.
27. Plus 6, so 33. Plus another 11. so 44 points of damage on the first arrow.
He is still standing.
He's wounded though.
He is. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Second shot. Starts off with 8, 12, 16. And then the level 2 is just, is it
4d8.
48?
Yep.
Yeah, so 16, 21, 30.
The war priest takes a step forward, only to shudder in place as his body disappears into the ethereal realm. His giant pick falling from his hands and burying itself in the stone as it sort of vibrates.
For the next power game.
And the
Perfect.
As the stone takes a critical hit and dies.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. The
Oh.
entire chamber
The
explodes.
chamber explodes.
Alright, that was my first action.
Hell yeah.
That was my first. The great thing is the lowest you can get is -6 too.
That is true. I've got 2 more shots. And they will both be -6s.
That was a close thing. One arrow would not have done it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was a pull stops type of situation. I'll be at -8 though, because everything's within 30 feet of me now. I could take 1 step backwards. 25. He'll be 30 if I take 1 step backwards. Did 4 go yet?
4.
The one in front of Redrick is the one that put him down.
So that he went.
Okay, so both of them went. Tor goes before them.
The 1 and 2 are the ones that go after you.
Yeah. And 1's been hitting me, 2's been hitting Tor.
That is correct.
I think to get rid of, I think I should take a step back. Otherwise, a -2, make a -8 shot on this guy feels really low odds. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much either that or waste the rest of my turn of drop my bow, take out my glaive. Dropping your weapon. If I just drop, like, let go of it on the floor, no action. So I mean, I could take out my glaive, but I can't help the guy. Like, I can't help Redrick from this far away, no matter what, unless I take a step back and shoot. I think that's the right move.
Like an arrow with a potion on the end of it.
It's exactly like
Right.
a spell strike heal arrow.
Take a step back.
You could do that.
I don't know.
There's no reason that you couldn't, right?
I don't know how the spell strike reads, but
Yeah.
it seems reasonable.
You could do it.
You'd have to make sure you do something to the arrow to prevent it from doing
I'll
damage.
say
Yeah.
you gain you go to dying 3 and you heal.
I mean,
Hog.
And
you
then-
accidentally crit with the arrow.
Then you get the crit heal though.
But you're also dead.
Tough.
Yeah, I'll shoot again. This time at the other one. No, but this will be. This does not benefit from the flourish lance because I'm not hunting this guy.
He's not hunted.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a -6.
So would it be better to
30.
just hunt and then shoot anyways and not move?
No.
Because what's the penalty for being within 30?
Was -6 on my third. Oh, instead of -10. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I should just hunt and then shoot him because it's a -8 versus a -10.
Because what you get like a -2 penalty for
Yeah,
being.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you might as
hunt.
well just hunt
I'm
it.
gonna hunt this guy.
Okay.
Natural 20 for
Maybe
sure.
so.
No.
Do you remember what happened last time you
7.
did that?
Yeah, it was a 1. We went up. 6 up. Next time it'll be a 13. But now let's shoot. Decidedly not going to shoot a spell strike arrow. As much as I would like to, I'm not feeling bullish on the -8 hitting. All right, so we're starting with a base of 0 because of 8 minus 8. 20. Did I
20
hit?
hit? No. No dice.
All right, that's it for me. Pretty much, I just used modifier. I tried. Well, I succeeded in one case, and then I didn't succeed in the next case.
Ghost number 2 will continue to attack Tor.
Oh no, it's torture.
32 to hit.
Hits.
6 void damage.
Yep.
His second attack misses, and then make a will save.
I bet you do.
Natural 20.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Number 1
Yo.
continues to attack Rex.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Go ahead and make a will save.
I don't like that.
He reaches towards your heart.
Looking at 28.
28 is a success. You take half, which is 8 mental damage.
Yo, sir.
Reaches in your chest, it hurts your brain.
And then he will wrap. He will. You see him almost like hug you. Make a will save.
Another one?
Yes.
Oh, please be hot.
It is.
I think
You've
it
seen
is
enough
I think
cocktails,
it is
that's- that one is.
It is.
Even from here, it looks cocky.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to play a level game here. Get it?
What was it?
Get it? It would have been a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be pretty.
I would have been using a Runar die, which I will be using anyway after. Oh, that's a 7.
It's
Maybe 25.
That's
fine.
enough.
Okay. Never mind. Won't be using my Runar die. I thought it was a
4.
1 for a second because the.
I think Tor
comments
got
ended.
dazzled when he felt that, right?
Use a
That was the
mini-
normal fail.
Yes.
Okay. So normal fail's not. It's not good, but
I'm going to walk over. Use quick alchemy to turn one of my vials into an elixir of life.
Whoa.
So that's cool.
Pull
That
out
sounds
a vial.
Better than most things.
And as I do, I kind of swirl and add the right amounts of liquid into it through my kineticism.
Yes.
And it sort of like
Is it-
changes colors, and I just like stick it in Redrick's mouth, and apply it to you. You're going to get.
that's a good subclass or whatever archetype. by
Yeah,
the way.
it's very good.
That's a
It's
very good archetype.
It's very good.
Sweet.
8, 12, 15, 18, 30 hit points.
Let's go.
Hell
That is
Wow.
huge.
Wait, can you Ocean's Ball him too?
Next round again.
That's awesome.
But I moved
That's huge.
quick alchemy, apply the potion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all 3 of my actions. You also have a +2 against diseases and poisons for 10 minutes,
Well, I mean, I'll tell
just
you.
for kicks, you know.
In case he's.
That's sweet. That's really cool.
And I go completely invisible.
Got it.
Because you
Redrick.
didn't attack.
I didn't attack.
That is
Your
so.
eyes
That
are
is
open.
such an awesome like field medic move where it's like I run up to the guy in danger and then I go invisible because
Yeah.
I didn't hurt anyone.
It really is actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's.
I mean, it's not great for Redrick right now. But
No, it's a little
Well,
unfortunate.
Pending a crit again, I should be okay.
Your eyes snap open. You see
I love that you go
only
right after me.
a serene, pick-holding hobgoblin staring down at you.
But you do have a vial in your mouth.
You do feel a little better.
With no one to thank.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Tor, nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, yeah.
And I also imagine that critical
I will
hit was
always
like
be with you.
I had my shield. He just like wrapped around me and like into my like through my armor into my like lungs.
Yeah.
Just like gaping a hole in my armor.
Yeah.
For 140 whatever damage it was.
And then a harm spell right through the hole.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
Like just like yeah, it's an instant necrotic lung. I'm gonna spend 2 of my actions to heal myself for 60
Hey, that's what's up.
Nice.
with double land hands. Raise my shield and that's it. So I'm still prone. My shield's up.
Going full tortoise.
Well, I mean, he looks down at you, raises his pick,
Going for the
and
kill.
tries to bring it down on your head.
He's like, oh, Redrick's over here. Like, I've practiced holding this up against dwarven children. This will mean nothing.
Critical failure.
Okay.
I told you, it's got nothing on dwarven children.
Yeah, I mean, he completely whiffs. Perhaps taken off guard by the fact that you were flat on your back, he just cannot connect.
Picks,
He
on
will-
picks are notoriously hard to hit the floor with.
On that first swing, I will absolutely yell out, I've heard dwarven children do better than that.
You see, having seen this happen before, you see that he had channeled a spell into his axe
Yeah.
that immediately fizzled when he
That one.
tried to hit you. He was trying to channel smite you again.
Oh well, I fucking appreciate the failure.
But he does have one action remaining. He will try to hit you one more time. Natural 20.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Well, if he can't, is he challenge smiting this or no? It's
He
regular?
can't. He failed.
Okay.
He just wasted it.
I should survive.
This is just a normal.
I should survive this.
For a total,
but for a
for
total
of
of
what?
Is
It's
this
the same as before, 36.
Oh, dang.
Oh, right.
I was hoping it was his
But
third
But
attack.
if he knocks me out, I'm dead.
Oh, I see.
I was wondering if it was his third attack, that's why.
Alright,
Gotcha.
But Price Channel Smite attack is a 2-action ability. I would imagine. If it's 1 action and you get to smite, that would be
He
insane.
didn't roll great on his dice here. Only a 2 on his fatal d12 for a total of only
It's going to be like 70.
42 damage.
Wow, that's
No,
way less.
that is
Yeah.
Actually.
He rolled
64
a 2, and a 3 on his d10, d10, and d12.
All right.
I am gonna shield block that
Nice,
actually, and,
nice.
and
All
take.
of it.
Nice.
Now my shield does take a shit ton of damage because of this, but
Better than
But
you
you
take.
get to keep the
It's
HP.
better than you take
Yeah.
against that damage,
Yeah.
I think.
29.
Also, what does it take? Like 10 minutes for you to fix it? Easy.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't believe he crit again.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
me either. Well, actually, no. I can believe it. I'm just angry.
I'm just so glad you didn't crit on the smite this time.
Yes, that
Yeah.
that would have killed
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I think I'd be dead.
That's it.
Oh yeah, you would have.
The ghost.
Yeah, 'cause I crit 2 more dying 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
Casper.
there. Just start out dying 4.
The ghost tries to just, in your weakened form, just tries to encompass you. He reaches for your heart again, tries to smother you. Make 2 will saves.
22.
You are dazzled.
Leads my concerns right now. Okay.
Could be worse.
And the second will save.
24.
You take 16 mental damage. What does this do rune on?
Okay.
Blow him up.
Yeah, I think he thinks you're right. He thinks you're right. I haven't sure striked yet. I'm going to sure strike, amped imaginary weapon, big guy here, and then
Is Sure Strike a session or a day?
it's 10 minutes
Oh, you could do
Basically per
per
combat.
combat. My God, if it was per session, you would not hear the end of my complaining.
Have we?
10 minutes, that's fair.
yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I will also target the ghost that is Casper number 4, the guy who's doing all the damage. Maybe. Actually, wait. Has this guy not moved? Number 2.
Number 2 has not moved. He's
Okay.
just been laying it into Tor.
Okay, I'm gonna go over.
Well, it's a new round of combat, so. Does 2 go before Tor? I think yes.
2 goes before Tor.
I'm gonna attack number 2 with my second attack, then not number 4.
That makes
And the
sense.
hobgoblin on the first attack.
Correct.
Got it.
Oh wait, you went invisible, but only one guy cares about the fact that you went invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. And then that's really good. Okay, so the hobgoblin, that's a 31 to hit.
That's a hit.
And then Spooky Ghost Guy is a 38 to hit.
Whoa, crit.
Nice.
Let's go. I actually think I didn't roll enough D8s last time, believe it or not. I'm not gonna make that mistake this time, trust me. It's 1. You love to see an 8 and a 7 as one of your pair.
You've been rolling pretty well on this damage dice.
Well, the first one was a 2 and a 3.
Oh, okay.
There's a return to form. 3 and a 4. That's 4. This is the last one. And it's
D8s are the most reliable big damage rolls.
as I roll a 3 and a 2. That's going to be 42 plus 10 because of Unleashed Psyche. So that's 52 to the Hobgoblin and then 104 to the Ghost.
That is enough to kill them both.
Nice.
Let's go.
So I think this time it's going to be a like a scythe that comes out and just swirls and slashes through the gap that I created in the first guy, and then on the backswing it just bisects the area that the ghost is in, and I imagine it just sort of like takes this like psychic energy and gets disbanded.
Yes. And honestly, it kind of looks the same for the hobgoblin too.
Oh really?
Where you see it bisect the flesh only to kind of dissolve into energy and disband as well, and his gear collapsed to the ground.
It's interesting because it's like it's not like a real weapon. It's a weapon constructed of magical energy, which is really cool.
It seems like there's just something strange going on in this chamber. Awesome.
All right, crit
The
boy is
remaining
gone.
creatures are 1 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Rex, you are up.
Drop the bow.
Okay.
Pull out the glaive.
Okay.
Hunt number 1.
Okay.
Now you may say why, because I nat 20 this. What kind of
Religion.
8,
Not quite
10, 11.
that. Ooh.
Whoa. 12, 14, 32.
What number are you looking for?
I can get there.
And then I will. Honestly, well, he's probably gonna swing at you if I do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna skirmish, strike. So I'll step and swing. That's pretty
Looks
good.
like a double-digit number, but I could never tell with that
It's
die.
35.
Whatever he
That
feels
is a
like.
crit.
rolling.
Oh,
Snuck in there with a crit.
Deadly D8. There'll also be fire and cold damage. Do you want those separately?
No need. Wait, is this a ghost temp weapon? It's
This one
right?
is not, no.
Yeah, okay.
It is the silvered weapon.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Green die is the deadly D8. That is an 8 on the deadly D8. That's nice to see. Excuse me. 40 points of damage. It will need to make a save against the frost to be slowed.
Did you double that already?
Yep.
Okay.
It was only well 2d8. I'm dumb and didn't add my 7, so make that 54. Because the plus 7 times 2.
Yes.
So
Okay.
54.
Okay, cool.
Um,
And what kind of save?
he will need a DC 24 Fortitude save.
He succeeds,
Okay.
not critically.
Not slowed. And then he has 1d10 persistent fire damage.
Nice.
That is all.
That's just swell.
He's bloodied. I mean, he took a huge hit. He was not injured though before you hit him. Just to be clear.
Right.
Anything else, Rex?
No. Sorry, I was just doing math in my head to make sure that I didn't mess something up.
He
That's
is
it.
going
That's all my
to
action.
retaliate against you.
Does he have reach?
He's going to move up and attack.
He's gonna get a reaction.
Bring it on.
Gonna
At
disrupt
no
my-
at 0 map. There we go.
This one gives me a natural 20.
Might not need
No.
it.
But it is a 33.
That's a hit.
Eight, 12, 13, 20 points of damage.
Okay, perfect.
It's a little late, but did you add momentum to your last one?
I only.
Oh, you only
attacked
took one
once.
attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But you crit number what? Why did it still alive?
Right, he may carry on. I did not fully disrupt his movement.
30 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, that's more like it. 17 void damage.
That'll be 17 void damage.
That's 2 actions, and then the last action he will make you roll will save.
Must die. 37.
Oh, you're okay. Go ahead and roll that persistent damage for him.
Burn, baby, burn.
Percy persistent.
3.
Okay. He passes.
Oh.
Tor.
Did it hurt you this turn?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just heard him.
Can I enfeeble it?
You can try.
I'm gonna enfeeble. Damage reduced by 12, feeble 2, then 3 persistent spear damage.
Okay.
Oh my! The damage to me is reduced by 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you only get 5?
Oh, it's so good because it is
Yeah.
a spirit.
Does the type of damage doesn't matter for that, correct?
Correct. It's just damage. Period.
I'm guessing it's called good.
If I could have used it on myself to prevent me from getting knocked unconscious, I would have. But unfortunately, it's only an allies.
You're just not. You're
Not
not better
allied
friends with
yourself.
yourself.
I guess.
Yeah, Stefan, don't you wish it was called good damage?
I mean, it was. That's what it
The
used to be
good
called.
kind of damage.
That's what it used to be. Well, it was holy, but
Good and
I
evil.
guess it wasn't holy. It wasn't good.
Good.
I'm sorry. Oh.
That good.
That
damage.
good damage.
All right, I will start my aura, and I will attempt to send a.
God, not again.
I'll attempt to throw an ice pick at ghost number 4.
He'll. Oh, never mind.
So I think
He's
I'm
good.
I'm still dazzled, probably for a minute.
Yes.
Yes, you're still dazzled.
So he's concealed to you.
7 passes concealed.
You got it.
And the attack going to be a natural 19 for a 39.
That's a crit.
Yeah. See, concealed is fine. You can still crit through it.
This is basic. It's the air boomerang. You're basically throwing.
It's not the air boomerang.
Oh.
Oh, and I know. So I haven't been super clear about this, but these ghosts are taking less damage from your attacks,
Yeah.
except for you.
I thought about applying ghost oil to my weapon, but that felt like two actions that I didn't want to spend. Given how long
So
it
this
took
is
before
ice
I was
damage.
hitting one.
It's going to be
That looks solid.
40 ice damage.
40 ice damage. Whew, that is just enough.
Nice.
Nice.
He
Nice.
disappears.
He says,
And
I'm
a
going to
cloud of
dazzle
ice.
you, Tor, and I say, single action icicle to kill you.
It's the
It's the best.
It's the
best move
finisher.
I got.
It's how you finish.
Sorry.
It finishes things off.
I throw big explodey bomb and then I throw tiny little icicle to finish you.
It gets to the point where
Listen, I'm
you're
just
like,
saying. If
I'm
I'm
sorry
on-
about this. Because you know it's
He's
gonna
got
be.
Listen, if I'm on a gambling app right now, I'm looking at the Azar Cool fight odds of what kills Azar Cool. There's a certain spell
Yeah.
that I want to get in on early that people aren't going to expect, but always seems to kill
It
things.
does have an exorbitant amount of crits and kills.
Yeah, it really does. Especially compared to like how much damage my air boomerang should be doing.
Uh-huh.
Single action ice pick.
You got some value out
Yeah.
I want to put my money on persistent damage if I think some kind.
Yeah.
of it. Good damage.
Persistent, the 3 points persistent good damage.
Take
Oh,
honestly, ever since the first fight where we see the black dragon, it goes swimming and is bleeding the whole time and comes up at the end is like basically dead at that
Yeah.
point.
That was amazing.
Nothing has made us
That was
overestimate
pretty good.
We hit it with the
persistent damage between that and then Redrick.
the Warrior's Regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
My
two more
anti-dragon fuck you
actions.
spell.
Two more actions. I will send an aerial boomerang.
Sure.
Cutting through there because then I don't have to roll the concealed.
Oh,
So reflex
One.
save from him.
Just one.
Yep.
Ooh, he rolled poorly. 17.
17 was a crit fail. Oh, these are some D4s, baby.
those are some detours for sure.
No, detours show up to the
9.
party. The Brins did not show up for the party.
12. 24 slashing damage.
Okay. He's still up.
We'll have to change that one.
That's all.
Frederick.
Do I even get in melee with this thing even at 45 HP?
I wouldn't blame you for staying at distance.
If you can hit it,
Yeah. Which I feel pretty good about.
I mean, I go before it.
No, we both.
We all go before
Okay,
it. You're
I'll-
okay.
I'll
to
get
do
off
whatever you
and-
want.
Limp my way over there and take a swing.
Away from him during our turns.
I'm gonna step and then I'm gonna full move in.
Oh yeah.
I would use a focus spell to teleport away.
I'm not prone anymore. Okay. That's gonna 37 to hit.
that's a crit.
Okay.
I think this is going to be enough.
Yeah.
with
Just
the,
a guess.
with
ghost
the
touch
guy,
weapon?
with the guy
I
who
suspect.
particularly is effective against them.
I ain't afraid.
What about you 12? Okay.
Oh, the ghost.
Dwarven children.
The ghost
show
did
me
down
how-
him though, I guess.
That's
Oh, he already
16
killed the one that
plus
did that.
6,
Oh, no, Tor
22
did.
plus 7,
Tor did the one that.
yeah.
But
I,
you-
I just meant a
58.
ghost down him.
Mm.
Surprisingly, he wasn't fucking
Overkill.
Giga.
And
Yeah.
then if we
Giga,
make fortitude save to not be slowed, if it,
Anything.
it doesn't matter.
It is very dead. And with that, the combat does end. What doesn't end, however, is that sinking feeling, the same one that you felt in the temple. That presence, that otherworldly presence. Your tinnitus does continue to bother you, although you can suppress it a bit. Now that combat is over and you have a little bit more focus.
I'm going to do a round of heals, pretty much right as combat ends.
Okay?
First order of business getting back to Brindle. Some sort of restriction on pickaxe ownership in the Vale. This is ridiculous.
I look at him.
I know there's problems with that logic. I don't want to hear it right now, Rex.
I look at him. I'm like, but like, I feel like you're
like
like
the
that's
dwarves are-
racist
yeah.
against your own people.
22 health for anyone missing health right now.
I'm missing 13, so that sounds good to me. I also immediately
Regulated.
I immediately look over to. You said there's another statue.
80
of
years down the
Moloch
road, they're like,
in this
why
room."
can't we
Two
own
of them,
pickaxes? Well, it's this whole long story, honestly, that involves like the attempted summoning of a devil.
2 more statues of Moloch, you say?
For decades,
These
pickaxes
ones
were associated
are,
with
like,
devil
very
worship. It was a whole
abstract.
There's a
thing.
whole thing.
It's clear that they're Moloch just because
Moloch
of the
is
place that they're in.
panic, they call
They don't
it.
look anything like the other statues you've
Suddenly,
seen.
a
Did they have
demagogue calling for comments.
Do they have
Control.
mouths?
Is able to pass the
Not so
restrictive
much.
laws
They
of
have like
leadership.
vaguely
Great
humanoid
points.
shapes.
Yeah.
They look almost disfigured, but they are they're sort of amorphous, a little bit in shape.
Do they look desecratable?
Well, I mean, if you're creative,
Is there a mouth that I can put genitalia next to?
No, I'm gonna mix it up this time. This I'm gonna. It's gonna get gruesome. I shall disembowel.
Yeah,
two-
last time it wasn't.
No, it wasn't bad. They were lizard birds. This time, I'll
There's
just.
nothing left.
Oh, there's no bodies.
yes, there are no bodies.
How? They knew. Can I get a knowledge or maybe help Redrick with a knowledge of like how do we disrupt this ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel free. Religion.
Great pick
I
to
will-
the knee of the statue.
It's
You don't have to roll religion for to help. You could roll any of the spellcasty
Okay.
abilities.
I will
Yeah, if you want
still.
to
Yeah.
ritual.
We should get a hero point for this. I guess I need it to be good. It's pretty good though.
Actually, do you want to help with occultism?
That was my.
Can you
my
both
thought.
aid?
Are we able to both aid?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Ooh.
6 for a total 28.
So
That's
then-
plus 3.
And I'll use nature just to sort of round us out. 31. So +2.
Nice.
So do we get both those bonuses or just one or the other?
In this case, you can get both.
Get plus
Well.
5. But
I wish I rolled one better. Because that is going to be a total of 39.
Okay, that is enough.
40 sounds much more fun.
This is a powerful, sanctified place to Moloch, but it is not exactly what you expected. The spell, the ritual happening here, is a ritual of amplification only. Its only purpose is to amplify another spell or ritual,
Up the
to empower it with the life force of the creatures involved.
Therefore, them being dead, they're no longer powering it.
Yes, although there is still much energy in this room, latent energy. You have a feeling without any active contributions by the hobgoblins, it will eventually fade, and the amplification effect will stop. But this was only a party to a greater spell happening
Gotcha.
elsewhere in the facility.
Um,
And judging by the giant sort of tunnel that leads up into the ceiling, you suspect where that might be happening.
Yeah. Does the diameter of this tunnel the ceiling in here look similar to the diameter of the tunnel that Tor covered with ice?
No, it does not.
It's not. Okay.
Is it dangerous to get in the way of this conduit?
It is deeply unnerving to be close or in its path, but not dangerous in any way.
Can we?
If I look up, how high up before I see a lip?
Yes. The only other thing you get from your analysis of this is that you feel like the amplification effect of this is sort of it's both the ritual being cast by the hobgoblins, but it is also an enchantment in the room itself, meaning that if you were a follower of Moloch, this place would be able to amplify your spells as well if you were to cast them here. What might happen if you tried to use it to amplify other types of spells from other deities, you do not know. Probably nothing good.
Is there any way to break that effect?
A strong disenchantment magic would be able to, you think?
No, like pickaxe to the runes will do it.
Unlikely.
But what if it's an enchanted pickaxe?
What if I channel
And
smite?
it's a great one.
Your special eyes show you that the path, the tunnel that leads off from the ceiling of this room is almost exactly 100 feet.
Should I go check it out?
Can we heal before we go scouting?
What?
Can we heal a bit more before we go scouting, just in case fight happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get up 100 feet anyway?
Well, I can at least go see what's up there.
I agree. I'm just saying we should have a plan of how we're gonna get. Up
What if
100
I
feet.
go up there and push any enemies down here?
I would hope that most of
These
them
walls
would
of
die
lava?
after falling 100 feet.
No.
With a
There are all
26
just great
athletics.
things up there.
Make a
assurance.
perception check.
I could take one great pick in either hand and climb.
How
the
do you
walls.
think they made this thing
34.
in the mountain?
34.
It's a race of great picks.
The walls of
It's the
the
only thing that makes
chamber
sense.
you're in look climbable. The walls of the passage look almost perfectly marble smooth. However,
I was about to say.
in your examination, you notice a door.
It's
okay.
what I was gonna look for after.
Man, I
you
was
went
gonna make
flying.
a spiral ice staircase.
That would work. That would work.
That's fine. We can use the door.
the door and
I'm gonna move over, sit next to them, and be like, guys, I think I see a way up.
And then I'll look over to Tor, assuming that you're letting yourself.
I'm
be
hoping there's like a
visible
staircase
right
in there
now.
or something.
Yeah.
guess
There
you
is
could
it's
scale
a
that
passage
way,
that
yeah.
leads for 25 feet and ends in a T-junction.
See that? Probably. Like close it.
Should probably wait until to scout until
We heal.
after all they might have more enemies like. And he just points at.
No, probably not. That was probably Azar cool. Azar
Hmm.
and cool.
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
think that was the single most damaging attack we've taken. It was like as like a single hit, not like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's breath weapons get hit by this and more, but
I took 98 damage from
but here
a regular failed save on the adult dragon that we fought, the blue guy.
Oh, that's
Bahir.
true. Yeah.
He rolled
the
90
adult
12.
dragon.
He rolled
Oh,
90
yeah.
12, I want to say.
That's right.
Maybe more than that.
94,
I can't
114.
remember what it
10,
was.
11. It was something insane. It took
114, yeah.
at least 70 some damage at once. 84.
Which
All right, so we
There's
wait
a lot.
10 more minutes.
And the ghost has the audacity to hit
for
crit.
whoever
Yeah.
needs something.
Not having
Which-
your
Will
wrist.
you repair your shield?
On your,
Yeah.
on my right.
Do that.
So right there, yeah.
I was looking at the DC because it's not.
After 10 more minutes, whoever wants it. Ooh, that's pretty good. 23.
I need not.
28.
Okay, it's 19. You healed me 28.
28.
What are you at, Frederick?
After that 28, 95 out of 170.
Okay, so if I can cast lay on hands on you twice with the 2 points I refocus with.
Okay.
I can also treat wounds.
That's a good idea.
If you can get rid of my wounded, that would be
We gotta get you to. If we get you to full health,
that too.
we get rid of your wounded.
Oh, that's right, I
therefore
forgot
you're
about
fine.
that.
Yeah.
So we need to get him to full health.
So I guess we're gonna be here for 20 minutes then.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna heal him
well,
during that,
Well, I'm gonna need to refocus unless you get him to full. He's way below full.
surely at a maximum roll, it's even possible for me to do that.
I mean, we've been down here for.
I
I'm not
I
worried
crit failed
about
my
it.
repair,
A while,
which
yeah,
luckily
so-
the hardness of my shield prevents me from doing actual damage to it.
Should I go for the?
Though they might notice
Master
the
DC.
lingering effects here. Stop.
I'll go for the master DC roll.
All right.
Should use that roll.
It's doubled again.
barely miss it.
Hmm.
I failed in my treat wounds attempt on you, my friend.
Okay.
I went for the master DC. I got a 20.
I don't know why I mean. It's gonna take me less than.
DC 30.
Okay, my shield's full. Like it takes me 3 minutes at most, maybe 2 minutes. I just was doing the math. I hope it doesn't matter if it takes 2 minutes or 3 minutes to repair my shield.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
How long has it been since the battle ended?
Well, 3 minutes.
10 minutes.
Wait. So we investigated the portal. We investigated this.
Mhm.
You healed me right away. Investigated this. We found the secret door. We took at some point 10 minutes passed. You healed me again.
Mm-hmm.
I took when that. Oh, I also spent 3 minutes repairing my shield. He tried to heal me. Are you doing something?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast lay on hands on you.
Okay, thank you.
Twice, so 60 health.
It scales based on level regardless of.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So walk up, and the first time I will just put a hand on your shoulder, and you'll just feel like similar. It's gonna feel, I guess, different from.
Wow, I feel like I'm harder to hit. This isn't how this
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Exactly.
Normally it doesn't work this way for me.
Yeah, you sort of feel it's the same sort of divine healing energy, but it definitely feels like a different feeling than Saren Ray, I would say.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. And then the next 10 minutes I will spend refocusing twice, and you can then in that time period you can do another soothing balm. I'm only down 15 at this point.
You're good.
Okay.
So 20 minutes and you're back to full, basically.
Yeah.
Cool.
20 minutes plus the 3 for repairing the shield,
Okay.
and I'm back to full. But you also probably want to get your focus points back, I assume.
I get them. I get double
And
when I
Oh,
refocus.
that's nice. You only 10 minutes. to do
and
that.
the time that you spend repairing the shield isn't added on. It's just in between us waiting for the healing balm to.
Because you're not doing anything during. Well.
It's not it doesn't take 10 minutes for me to use healing balm.
Right.
It takes 10 minutes for me to use it twice.
Right. Yeah.
So nothing happens. Like nothing interrupts you
Okay.
in that 20 minutes or 20 whatever minutes. But I do want to note that those of you that were dazzled are still dazzled.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I forgot about that.
Cool.
It's an hour.
Can you get rid of my? Oh wait, never mind. We took over this. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I actually might be able to.
Well, I'm a full HP, so it's gone.
Should I
Dazzled, it's gone.
No, I was trying to say dying. I stopped talking.
Should I peek up in the tunnel, or should we just walk through the door?
I look at you, dazzling. Let's use the door.
Okay.
So.
Because I can follow you this way. I can't follow you, and I'm also not confident that I can catch you should you somehow be like, you know, if they put you into some like rigor mortis effect and you just come plummeting down 100 feet. I feel
Yeah, but
that
on the
that
bright
might
side-
hurt both of us.
I don't know that.
Given that the ghost saw you when you came in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dazzled. Looks like Cleanse Affliction does not do anything for it.
Oh, guess what? I took a class feat to go along with Lay on Hands, and it's called Mercy. When you select this feat, Mercy of the Body allows me to, when I cast Lay on Hands, also cure blinded, dazzled, deafened, enfeebled, or sickened.
Nice.
So
There's a lot of different ones of those.
yeah.
That's fucking. Oh, so you got rid of my dazzled on accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
I wanted to check because I remember taking that, because there's actually another one that's even better to let you get rid of drained too.
Damn.
So I'm like,
is that automatic, or do you have to do some special, or use an extra point, or?
no, it just happens. But you
Okay.
need the feat for it. I don't
Right.
have the feat that gets rid of drained yet.
Yeah.
I don't have that one quite yet, but I do have the one that gets.
So I mean, you use your lay on hands on me, and my dazzle is gone, and I'm just like, well, that was cool. And then so I mean, knowing that we can get rid of. Am I the only one who's dazzled?
I am also.
Dazzled, okay.
Oh well, yeah. So I'll do that, and then I don't know if I even know that you're dazzled.
No,
I don't
yeah.
even know that you're dazzled at this point. So, Tor, are you vocal about the fact that you can't see right now?
Yeah, no, I mentioned it during the fight, and I would continue to.
Okay. I'll say, let me see what I can do about that.
As any good party member would, if you're like, hey, I'm the scout. Also, it's really hard to see.
Also, it's super hard to see.
Yeah, so I'll see what I can do for you, and then you'll feel the same sort of thing. You'll feel like a divine presence as you get filled with the healing light, and your vision will return to normal.
I'm blind. What did you do? I can't see anything now. Okay, fine. I was kidding.
You're just like yeah, you with absolutely stoned face. You say it the first time.
Redrick's
Then I'll smile after you say it.
Redrick's like, you see the fuck with me, or I'm gonna throw something on you.
I'm like doing like a check with my bag, looking for the ghost oil that I had in there. 'Cause, like, this should be. I hear him say that. I like just look up. I look back down at the end.
God, that fucking.
I don't know that my impulses. I don't know that I actually would come plummeting down.
You levitate.
It says I need a hand free to shape the elemental flow to use an impulse, but
Would you all like to stop here for the evening, or is there something else you want to do before we pause?
Let's
we'll just stop here if we're gonna go through the tunnel.
Let's bring it to me.
Yeah. I think that's fair. So it's a tunnel that then leads to a T juncture.
Yeah, I'll draw it real quick just so it's there in your memory for next time.
This place makes me want to go back and like. We
Oh,
might.
don't
We,
you
we
worry, I'm gonna
honestly
Microsoft Paint.
might want to go back and.
Are you thinking long rest?
Well, at some point maybe yeah, but I was thinking specifically we there are many rooms we went through that we didn't do a thorough search for secret passages.
Yeah.
We may want to do that and
No.
be thorough.
I suspect that there might be multiple of these chambers.
That's what I'm worried about. If we miss one,
I suspect they might also attach at a certain T juncture that may lead to some of the other ones.
so we look at that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that if they're, I think he's right.
I'm just saying before we go up there, presumably.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of doubt it. Just
I think you're right because part of me thinks that I think there's either like 3 of these things or there's literally one that we're right.
I-
the main
It's,
circle.
and we're right below
It depends where
That's the
this
theory.
leads off
Yeah.
to, right?
Well,
like,
that's-
if we end up getting into like we start noticing there's like a 4 corners thing
Yeah.
going on.
That
then
we do.
that's
I
different.
agree.
I guess, but so ultimately though we went into this big carving of Moloch. We went down the big main hallway, found the one big ritual chamber, and then found a secret tunnel off of that led us here.
Yeah.
So unless there's other, so like we found all this through this sort of like center north
ish.
tunnel area, but it's not like we found one that's like out, like it would be very strange from what we've seen so far for there to be another one like through like the living quarters of the hobgoblins, right?
Yeah.
So it would have to be like a different part of the mountain,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I think the other thing is that, importantly, this isn't really, it's not connected to the rest. As far as, I mean, you can correct me if I'm assuming too much, Zach. It doesn't seem like this part is, like, connected any other way through the rest of it, because it's, like, through a cavern way down, like...
Yes, it is through a natural cavern.
Right, it's not through a constructed cavern, so I think this is just, like, by itself compared to the rest of the fortress, just because, like you said, it's At least that was my impression, like walking
Yeah.
through it.
It does.
Additional renovations.
It does raise a little bit of a question of like, how did this cavern form? Like, this is like, it's strange. If like, this cavern hasn't really exited anywhere. It's just sort of like a gap in the rock in this.
I think what will be interesting to see is, so we found this charging station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we operate under the assumption that there might be a few other charging stations, it is possible that it was that room existed, and they were like, dig down, clear out,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Um,
could be the
That
only
would
one,
make
too.
sense.
Though that's part of my thinking with if I could fly up, obviously there could be ghosts, they just see me.
Or
Worse.
Or yeah,
a guy that one shots you.
Yeah. I mean,
He has a great big keyboard.
imagine. But part of my thinking is instead of crawling around these tunnels trying to sort it out, if I look up, if I see other tunnels, like other holes, like if I go up, it's a big open chamber with 3 other holes, then we kind of recognize that we have other charging stations to go take out.
I agree. However, my concern is that it makes way too much sense for this
Go ahead.
stack to lead up to